Welcome, everybody, watching Game 7 of the World Series. We're a little bit behind and late to the show, but we're here for you nonetheless because what a game we have in front of us. Ohtani on the bump, Scherzer on the bump. I love the fact that Ohtani is pitching in the first inning with dirt already on his pants. I think it's just like the most oddly unique thing we could have in a game 7 uh, and heavily unexpected. And then a crazy strike him out, throw him out to end the inning. George Springer wasn't even halfway to second base. Vlad thought it was ball 4. Honestly, it probably caught the edge. It was probably strike 3. Really good 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And we're officially through one inning. Ryan, are you holding to your prediction of Jays in 7?
Yeah, of course. Wow, Will Smith with a heck of a throw there too, though. That's the second time we've seen this series. The Toronto Blue Jays have some issues with a potential ball 4 call.
Yeah, I think we got to start paying attention on first base a little bit more. If we're the Blue Jays, I actually don't know how that happens. I don't know what George Springer thought was happening.
Yeah. So biggest takeaways from the first inning. Ohtani seems to be struggling a little bit as it pertains to command with off speed and breaking ball stuff through inning number 1. I'm not going to say that's going to persist, but he definitely struggled to get anything other than the fastball over the plate for the first 3 hitters. Scherzer on the flip side looks solid. Biggest miss for Scherzer is he had 2 pitches on the inner half, one to Ohtani that was hit for a single, and then one to Will Smith that was a breaking ball that just kind of spun up and in. Both probably should have been hit a little bit harder. So the question for Scherzer is going to be if he can actually get to the outer portion of the plate on some of these top-end guys of the Dodgers lineup. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm a little bit sick tonight, so
I was going to say,
don't mind my muffledness.
If you guys are wondering why Ryan sounds this way, this is what happens when you go out on a Friday night after 30 years old. You wake up the next day and you're just sick. You don't have a choice. It's what happens. It is what it is.
Yeah, not an ideal outcome, but we're here.
But it was a fun night. We enjoyed our Halloween.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our costumes. If you didn't see them, they're available to you on X. So go make fun of us. Tell us how nice we looked. Let's go with that.
I'll throw it up there. I'll throw it up there on the screen for everybody to see. No, it is not an. And I will say this before you ask the question. No, that was not an old costume that I was wearing. That was a costume that came in. I chose the incorrect size, and we live with our consequences, or the consequences of our actions. It was unfortunately not.
You sharing something?
I'm about to. I'm getting.
Oh, okay. No. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to see something already, and I.
There it is. There's the bus. There's the bus pod. So, like I said, I was a European bear. That's why the ankles were showing.
I didn't even notice your ankles last night. That's hilarious.
You know what? I think that says more about why you sound the way you do.
Okay.
Or it was all that hair in front of your eyes, and that's why.
I think that's more what it was. Being Skater Boy left me with less peripheral vision than I'm used to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it certainly didn't help my pool game last night. That's for sure.
No,
that is for sure.
No, I did all right.
You were solid.
But I also grew up with a pool table, so it's it runs in the family. I grew up in a situation that led me to be better than you longer term. I'm sorry.
Fair game. That. No. I'm not hurt. All right, let's see what Max has got here. A lot of changeup from Max in inning 1. Expect that to continue against the lefties.
Yeah, I mean, it's
curveball start.
It's his closest thing to a splitter.
Yeah, 100%.
I saw Brent Rooker tweeted today. It was so funny. Brent Rooker tweeted today that unfortunately, because of everything that's happened in the World Series, he's now going to have to face everybody and their brother choosing to throw splitters next year, which is really just a shame.
I mean, it just sounds like that's going to be the off-season shape, or the shape of the year in the off-season. Come on, man, you can't miss that call. that's going to be the shape that's trained all offseason from guys, is some type of splitter shape, especially for guys like Rooker. So the left-handed splitter away from him. He'll be training that a lot this offseason.
I would agree. I was also just looking at the fact that, the Dodgers came into this as one of the best splitter hitting teams in baseball, and I think that definitely shaped some of the decision making for Gausman and Yesavage's first start in the series. And
Wow.
I think after what Yesavage did, it kind of very much abandoned. They kind of very much abandoned that.
So really, really good thing to point out about this first AB against Muncy for Max. Max consistently threw the changeup as his main secondary pitch against lefties all season. I'd like to see what he did against Muncy in the first outing, but he went multiple curveballs, multiple sliders there, which have just a little less of a usage rate. So you can already see the way that the Blue Jays are going to attack some of these hitters in a slightly different fashion than was previously utilized against left-handed hitters from Scherzer.
Shout out Andrew Baseball Today. If you're not following him, Baseball Today 03 on Twitter, is a Dodgers fan. Don't hold it against him, but he's in the chat right now, and he just said, "I can't take a Game 7." I think the only people that are having a hard time with this being Game 7 are Blue Jays fans and Dodgers fans. Outside of that, I think everybody else is really pumped, actually, that we're getting a Game 7, because this is just the most baseball we could potentially get. I think I saw today Sarah Langs said that we have had 5 more baseball games this season than any other season in MLB history, and I love that. I love that we're just playing all the baseball. See, this is a tough spot here. Scherzer getting behind 2-0, but as you see on the Vizcast, and if you're watching the game, you see happen. It's about mixing your pitches just enough that you don't get the full Monty of somebody's 2-0 swing, and they don't get the opportunity to take advantage of hanging curveballs, if you will. He gets behind on 2 fastballs. Not throwing a fastball on a 2-0 count over the heart of the plate, gets Tommy Edman out in front just enough, fly ball, ends the inning. Scherzer's through 2 clean. It's really, this is kind of a dream start if you're the Blue Jays. You expect big things out of Max Scherzer, but the reality of the situation is, you don't know what he truly is going to bring to the table, right? It's age, the amount he's already thrown in the postseason in short windows, the level of effort that it takes on the body is a ton, and he's coming off injury. I don't know.
I think there's a multitude of things to look at here when it comes to Scherzer, though, and the simple piece of all of this for me is that there's probably very few other guys in that rotation you'd want on the hill to start a Game 7. He has all the experience in the world. He's pitched in, if I remember correctly, 3 different World Series. He's pitched in a World Series Game 7 before. We all know the type of competitor he is. I think it was said really well on the pregame show. I believe it was either by Poppy or A-Rod. And that's the fact that if they get 12 to 15 innings out of them, Schneider's going to be happy. And if Scherzer has his way, it's going to be 18 outs, right? So it's going to be really fun to watch what happens here. If he continues to quote-unquote cruise, I think you're going to see him in the game for a while, and I think Ohtani as well. I'm really, really excited to see what the Dodgers do out of the pen. It was announced multiple different times that all of the starters that are currently in the bullpen are available to throw tonight for the Dodgers. So it'll be really interesting to see where Glasnow throws, if he throws, where Yamamoto throws on 1 day rest, no days rest, if he throws. And then, of course, Blake Snell. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. I don't know. The late innings of this game are going to say a lot. Flax is really what it comes down to. I think that somebody is going to have to. I just don't expect anybody to get to either of these starters all that quickly, if I'm being honest with you. If Ohtani can find his breaking stuff and he can find his off-speed stuff, I think they're looking at a good situation.
I think if Ohtani keeps putting curveballs over the plate like he did to Vlad, at some point they're going to get hit very hard. Yeah. And we saw that in his last start as well. It didn't seem like he was the sharpest, But again, he was coming off an 18-inning game. So, there's a level at which it was somewhat to be expected. I don't know. It's definitely um, it's definitely a unique situation with Shohei, right? Like how long does he go? I think will be slightly based off how sharp he really is.
Yeah.
I imagine Emmett Sheehan will be a nice bridge if Otani's only going to go 4.5 or 5, which I think his stuff can carry him through many more. I think he'll be just fine. But I think if there's a level at which his stuff isn't sharp and Dave Roberts wants to move on to something that's sharper, or he doesn't want this lineup to see Otani when he's not as sharp a third time, going to a guy like Emmett Sheehan who can get through the lineup twice and carry you for another 3 or 4 innings before you get to the back end of the pen is not, and it's not outside the box.
Yeah, again, and I know I get it. I've said it a couple different times already. I think this all really does come down to how quickly Otani starts to have feel of his spin and his off-speed pitches at the end of the day, right? At the current moment in that first inning, he didn't look like he had feel for either of them, was really struggling to throw those pitches for strikes. We've seen him go down 2-0 here on Bichette with fastballs in. I know the plan is to always go in on Bichette, but we've got to get ahead of guys. And it's going to be interesting to see how Otani settles in with the lack of rest. I mean, that fastball that got thrown on 2-0, Bichette probably should have hit to the moon.
Yeah, but you know what? As you say that, he gives Bichette a free pass to first base. If there's a guy in this lineup to give a free pass to first base to, it would probably be Bo Bichette. But the reality of the situation is you never want to start an inning with a leadoff walk.
No. I am interested to see what the plan continues to be to Otani. Jeter made a great comment on the pregame as well, and he basically said he's curious to if John Schneider just continues to put Otani on base when he has the opportunity to, more so than anything, because it doesn't allow for Otani to have the break in the dugout that he probably wants to have prior to going out. They already stated right after the first inning when Otani did end up on third base, he came out after the commercial break was over, and we watched him throw all of his warm-up pitches. So he really took his time coming out of the dugout. It almost seems like potentially not allowing Otani to sit and rest in the dugout between innings could be a potential advantage for the Blue Jays, which is super interesting.
Well, I find that all to be really, really fascinating, right? Like there's a ton of stuff that he's got going on tonight in Game 7. And he's used to it, right? This isn't new, but it's still a lot to ask of a guy when you're in, game 185 in a season.
Yep. Yeah, listen, he's already a superhuman. There's no other way to put that statement. So, again, I just continue to be interested. Right now, it's just the lack of command is, again, I don't know if it's concerning. I just think it's a combination of, you're right, there's a lot on this guy's shoulders. He's really handled it extremely, extremely well. So I'm expecting him to find it, dial in here. I think it's going to be whether or not he can get settled before he gives up X amount of runs.
Well, I'm so confused here. He's thrown Addison Barger 5 pitches. Addison Barger has not swung the bat at any of them.
Yeah, I mean, it tells you that there's a game plan Barger has against Otani, and whatever he's looking for, he hasn't seen. And I think the first 4 were fastballs.
It was 2 splitters, 2 fastballs. But either way, like it's a unique game plan for Otani, and like Bichette carried this along as well. Like this is a unique game plan for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have been very aggressive, very, very aggressive. Now, aggressive within reason and aggressive within the zone, but they're looking for something over the plate to hit early. Bichette taking a 2-0 fastball over the plate when he hit a 3-0 changeup 2 games ago, right? Taking the first pitch curveballs up in the zone that are kind of hanging pitches, taking the fastballs over the plate on 2-1 when you know it's not the splitter that's running away, right? Like these are conscious choices that are being made because these guys have a plan of what they're looking to hit.
I love your comparison of Addison Barger to Johnny Damon. I mean, it is a very, very similar attack angle. It's a very similar approach. Again, yeah. Barger is more of this new age swing hard, hit it hard, which I think is what makes him not nearly the slap hitter that Damon was, but also provides him more like 25 to 30 home run pop a year, especially if you can get him enough at-bats against right-handed pitching. I mean, really, really impressive at bat there for him. Obviously, was looking in for the fastball there.
Right. And that's the answer, right? Is they're not just looking for a fastball, they're looking for a fastball inner half that they can try and do damage on early. Right?
Also,
Otani's moving the fastball and the splitter in a very similar zone, going away, 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 and then trying to get in later in the count.
Bichette also came up grimacing a little bit going to second, so it's going to take a really clean hit here for them to score that run from second.
Yeah. What a
This
what
has
a
been your guy all playoffs, and he's come
It's
up.
been my
big
guy
when
since he
needs
came up halfway through the season.
it. That's fair.
That slider was never a strike.
I haven't seen it yet.
This is a fascinating at bat.
I just want you to know I didn't see them replay Bichette grimacing when I said that. I was saying that because I saw it live, but there it is. Cool.
Wow, good on you. I didn't see it live. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all right. I should have said it earlier, and then people would believe me, but I'm delayed.
I don't fault Dalton Varsho for not swinging at either one of those sliders. Not a single one of those was a strike out of the hand. And I think I think the backdoor one was more realistic.
Hold on, they called it, the first one getting called a strike was really not great.
Right. Just wasn't a strike out of the hand. Wasn't a strike at all.
Do you think part of it though is Varsho looks like maybe a minor step off the plate to get to that inside fastball?
I'd have to look at what he's done previously to know. I don't know where he normally stands. It doesn't look like he's super far off the plate. He just missed hitting another. I mean, everything Otani has thrown has been knees and up.
Yeah, he's really having trouble finding command of the the spin right now over
The
everything
spin
else.
is all up over the plate.
Listen, I think it's something that he's going to find. Again, the question for me becomes is once he finds it, I think it makes everything very difficult for the Blue Jays. So can you score runs against him while that's not the case? Oh, he just missed it. You knew it?
Yeah.
All right. Does this bring up the man, the myth, the legend, Ernie Clement himself?
You know, he has gotten himself in a little bit of trouble swinging super early in the count. And I think what's hard is he's trying to find this balance between taking more competitive at bats, but also not wanting to miss the pitches that he's got available to hit. But it's tough.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a tough situation. I think the biggest thing is, there you go. He singled, and Bo Bichette is standing on third base.
Okay. I'm 2 pitches behind, so I'll see it eventually.
It's a tough situation, but you also have to trust that Andres Jimenez is going to try and take a deep at bat that's going to try and just find some grass in the outfield, right? We're not trying to do anything more than just a single here because a single is going to score two.
Yeah, 100%. Staying up the middle of the field, taking out that pull side foul ball. I mean, Clement just hitting the high fastball better than anybody in baseball right now. It's a little.
He's just seeing it well. I mean, it's what was that, 100 up at the eyes?
Yeah, he just slapped
punches
it
it
in
the other way.
Yeah, it's impressive, man. He's seeing the ball well, and he doesn't ever try to do more with a pitch than he needs to. I mean, he just lays the barrel on it.
You know, it's funny. It reminds me of the conversation we had with Jack Wilson when he talked about how, it was so easy against guys who threw hard because they were really doing all the work, right? You knew you were going to get a fastball.
Yep.
You weren't going to try and make the effort to try and hit a ball out. Your goal was really to just try and lay some wood on it. And that's what Ernie Clement seems to do every single at bat. His last 2 years in Toronto show A, progress, but B, a lot of excitement. I mean, even his last three, when it's all said and done, he only played in 29 games in 2023, but it was, 380, 385, 500 slash in a small sample size, but a lot of hits, getting on base, not striking out a lot. Again, it's hard to strike out when you don't even see three pitches in at bat, but it's, this is an exciting guy who plays a lot of different positions for this team.
I think it's a very old school approach at the plate, right? My job is to do one thing and one thing only: get the barrel on the ball, swing early in the account, so I'm getting pitches. I'm getting pitches to hit because I know the pitcher wants to get ahead of me. I love it for a guy like that, especially somebody who can play 5 to 6 positions on the field if you really need him to. It's a really, really nice piece to have. Like the sweeper in here, I think Jimenez needs to know that he's probably going to get an inner half fastball here that he can turn on. It's just how do you keep that ball fair?
That was a big old swing. What is Ernie Clement's situation? Is he gonna be in arbitration next year? Yeah, he's got another year of arbitration next year. He's only got
He's
3.168 years.
He's been around. He's been moved around a lot, so I'm sure
Wow.
his tree is not very obvious.
No, it's confusing, but once you start looking at the years, he's just a year by year arbitration guy. Yeah, Jimenez just got gassed up there and took some big old swings.
Yeah, don't love that approach. No,
That was not the at bat I thought we were about to get from him.
no
That's surprising.
slider. That's that slider up that he got on 1-2 that he fouled off. Right, that's the pitch that you would hope he's laying that pitch up the middle or slapped the other way.
Yep.
Um,
The pitch over the plate was the one he had to hit.
I'm assuming this is up and in with gas. Yeah.
Tis.
Good pitch. I mean, that's big for Otani. Again, the command of the spin, not there, but he does a great job of just grinding through the situation, executing the fastballs when he has to. Very impressive.
Well, and that's the fastballs are what are bailing him out right now. And
Yep.
whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's nice to have in your hip pocket, but there's a level at which fastballs, and even the best of them, come in hard, go out hard, and can absolutely result in something dangerous, especially when you get guys on base.
Yeah, I think you're completely right. Right, the ability to ambush your straight pitch. Right, no other way to put it. It'll be really interesting to see what happens, though. He's mixed extremely well. I just need to see some of those other pitches be more competitive because right now it's truly just the fastball beating them due to the lack of competitiveness on some of the spin. We saw a sweeper that was like high and away there early in the count to Jimenez. We all know that that sweeper wasn't meant to be that high, in my personal opinion. It was simply meant to be backdoor. So it's just going to be interesting. I think that could give him the boost needed, though, to settle in, and we could be cruising here a little bit if these guys continue to execute pitches.
Are there two different Shohei Ohtani Savant pages?
No, you have to hit pitching rather than batting
Found
directly
it.
under the word StatCast.
Got it. Yeah. I don't even know what I was looking to find. I had a thought process of something I wanted to find, and I got so miffed by not seeing him on. I was so miffed by not seeing him, or seeing what I wanted to see on Baseball Savant that I totally forgot what I was. What I was trying to do. My brain is scrambled right now.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, for everybody who doesn't know, the reason we were an inning late, most people don't know. I would say everybody doesn't know. We were late because I was late getting back from a round of golf. The round of golf took over 5 hours. It was a mess. Not because of us. We sat and waited for a lot of our shots the last 9 holes of the day, unfortunately.
Not great. Not great.
No, not great at all.
It's all good. We're going to go play on Monday. We'll see how we do.
Yeah, midday Monday. Look at us skipping out on work, playing hooky.
And we're not playing. It's PTO.
I know.
Paid time off, sir. Paid time off. Nope, excited for it. All right, let's do this. We're 2 innings in.
Sequencing.
We didn't have. We could do some sequencing. It's just tough because I'm so behind. I'm still in a commercial break.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like,
Are
it's
you
hard
watching
to-
on your computer? What are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Disappointing.
That's
So sad.
crazy. Kike just watched a fastball, nodded his head, knowing it was a strike, and it got called a ball.
Let's see. Maybe I can use my something else here. A fastball down was a strike, though.
Well, he threw 2 of them in the same spot. A lot of hanging curveballs so far tonight.
Yeah, that is the other piece too. Is Max has had a little bit more control, but I'm not going to pretend like it's been a lot more.
This is his 4th career World Series appearance. Detroit, Washington, Texas, and Toronto.
And then second Game 7 World Series start, correct?
Yes. What's crazy is he could have had 5 had the Dodgers, had he had his appearance.
You're
And the
right.
Dodgers got in there when he was there.
You're right. Absolutely.
He's just such a pitcher, right? Like he's the epitome of what it feels like we've lost in the majority of arms in baseball. Guys like that still exist in every generation. I would say for as dominant as a guy like Skeens is about as pitchery as it gets from that echelon. I think Freddie Peralta is another guy who's a very like pitcher when it comes to that echelon of guys. Who's the guy with the Pirates? Pirates? Santana? Is he with the Pirates? Why am I blanking on this? Oh my gosh, now I got to look it up. I told you guys, my brain is scrambled.
So I think the direction you're going is the old school power pitcher here, which obviously Scherzer is not that anymore. He still pitches like he is from a standpoint of mentality, but right, the guys that I'm looking at in that category though, who are the true old school versions, are like a Luis Castillo. He's still in the game, pitches like that every single outing.
I was going to say more of like uses their stuff and knows when they need to overpower guys, but tend to not rely on that as their go-to.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Why am I blanking on this name? I'm going to find it. What team? Why am I... Oh, Dennis Santana.
The reliever?
Not a starter. Yeah, the reliever.
Yeah.
The reliever with 5 pitches?
Sure. I'm just asking. I just wanted to make sure that's who we're talking about.
That was who I meant, yes.
Okay.
I don't think we've had enough of a conversation about him, to be honest.
He's moved around a little bit. Was he
Maybe we'll put
athletics
a
prior?
Let me see.
Ohtani, nobody on, 2 outs. This is the ideal situation, and I'm going to say this right now before we go too far into this at bat. This is the AB where if there's going to be one that goes out, it would be this one. Oh, and
Dodgers,
as I say it,
Rangers,
nice
Mets.
play, Lucas. Sorry, Mets. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Dodgers, Rangers, Mets. No, I think this year he went 70 innings, 70 games. He had a 2.18 ERA. Put up a 1.2 WAR. Honestly, a fairly low ground ball rate, extremely low home run per fly ball rate. Left a ton of guys on base. Just all in general had a really good year this year at 29. I think I am curious where he's at with his contract. I will bring it up and tell you.
I'm trying to find another option to watch the game, so maybe I'm not so behind here.
His estimate for 2026 is $4.5 million. He was in arbitration. He was a restricted free agent in 2024. He went through money. Settled arbitration last year. He has a total of 5.126 years, so I would guess that he is going to be in arbitration with the Pirates this year, yes. Probably his last year. It's good for the Pirates.
Agreed. Yeah, as they try to build around that young staff, it'll be nice to have Jones back at some point in time next year. They've got a couple of their arms coming up as well that look pretty solid. They've obviously got a guy who's turning some heads in the minors and Connor Griffin right now. There's a lot to look forward to in that organization. The question is can they keep it together and execute with that group of players, as it always is with the Pirates.
I also just think offensively, like they just have to be able to score more runs. I think there's a couple of guys on that roster that are younger that can help get towards that. But I mean, this past year was just tough to watch. Just wasn't enough for what their starting staff deserves, and the way that they throw in games. To not have a better offense behind them is tough.
You know, I can't disagree with that, but there's a lot of building that needs to happen there. And then the sad question of the situation is if the trend continues, when do they unload Skeens and why? And I
I
hate
don't
to
even
say
think
it,
when do they unload Skeens? When do they unload Keller? When do they unload Jones? Like I think there's a bunch of guys. On the Vizcast, I'm noticing this. On the Vizcast, how many people are on the field in between innings? Like these guys up here around the fence have got to be all security coming out of the bullpens. But what do they have? 75 security people in front of the dugouts?
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
I got nothing on that front.
What's
All right.
happening?
Well,
Why do they
I
have the
give up.
replay center up?
I'm just gonna be behind.
Oh, they're talking about the timing of the pitch clock.
Yeah, but Schneider's getting at them for allowing Otani to take so long to come out. Otani's still throwing warm up pitches on my
Oh, I
screen.
know. Yeah, the
That's where
the in between inning for this inning has been a long one.
back to back.
But Mark Carlson, the umpire who's in the replay center on the broadcast, is saying that it's kind of up to the umpire's discretion if he wants to give it a sec before starting the clock for Otani's sake. I think it's hard, right? Like what Otani does for baseball, what he does in baseball is certainly incredible, right? Like it's so cool to see. I love watching him. There's another level at which like teams are going to get more and more frustrated if we keep catering to it, especially if it continues to add some feeling or level of an advantage. I would think.
I definitely don't disagree with that in any way, shape, or form. Boy, Springer needs a larger dose of cortisone. I don't know what I was saying anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks uncomfortable.
In the words of me playing competitive travel baseball, yes, coach, I'm fine. 12 ibuprofen later. Like I don't know what else to say at this point.
Yeah, between him and Bo Bichette.
Yeah, craziness. I'm trying to get it to focus.
I know you are. I just like giving you a high five whenever that happens.
We're just
struggling
over here.
You guys getting us the day after Halloween is it's tough for you. There's not a lot there. I'm telling you, man, I've said it. You're gonna see this single that Springer just hit. I genuinely think more singles drop in Toronto than we give credit for because people are afraid of the turf. And they hold back on balls that they could maybe get.
Robleski is not the arm I expected to see up.
No, not even a little bit.
Wow, dude, he just flipped it in there.
What has been Sheehan's pitching schedule?
I'm not expecting to see Sheehan. I got to be honest with you. As good as he's been.
Man, Freddie's so good at first base. You don't think so?
No, I mean, I think if we see Sheehan, it's for a more abbreviated number of pitches, but they've asked him to throw a lot.
How do you feel about the potential of seeing Glasnow again, considering he threw yesterday? Because I think he should be ready to go, right? Like he threw 3 pitches yesterday.
Listen, this is Freddie Freeman. This is exactly what I mean. I'm talking out of my butt because Sheehan, if they need him, is going to throw, right? I think that's a bigger way for me to put this. Is like all hands on deck, right? It doesn't matter how you feel about anything, right? If you can go today or you say you're good to go, you might get used. I'm not really expecting. I just don't think it's going to be Sheehan. I think they're going to go to some of the higher end starters that have more playoff experience in a game 7 because you need people who can harness the heart rate.
Yeah,
and
I think
expecting guys who have done it to be able to harness the heart rate. Wow, ball away.
I think it's more likely.
Are they going to put Vlad on?
Yeah, they did immediately. Well done. Good call.
I mean, I'm not throwing to him with a guy on first and nobody out.
No,
and you've already thrown ball 1.
What's hard though is the guy behind him is Bo Bichette. So like you're basically like you should look to see Bo Bichette get splitters and fastballs down.
Okay.
But you're not going to.
All right. I'm excited to see what happens. Otani's still thinking about what he's going to do on my side.
For those who saw it, Bo Bichette finally hit a hanger. And I can't understand.
You bang it? Hanger banger?
Hanger banger.
Come on! Bobo!
Didn't have to run very hard there. Did not have to run very hard there. I mean, listen, we talked about it in the first inning, the second inning. If Shohei's going to keep spinning balls early in the count over the heart of the plate, it's going to get hit hard. You just hope that it doesn't come with guys on base, and unfortunately it did. Here's the other thing. You walked Vlad. Obviously, Vlad can do damage, but you walked Vlad to get to the guy who is quite literally one of the best in baseball at making hard contact and,
Sure.
and getting a guy in on third.
You set up a double play with the hobbled
For
guy.
sure.
You didn't execute the pitch in this scenario.
If you throw that slider down, you could easily get a first pitch swing ground ball from Bo. The look on his face after he made contact with that, like,
Oh, yeah.
I just can't, like, it's so hard. I can't even imagine the emotion, like the feeling you have of just like there's some level of like, whoa, like, oh my God, I did that. It's got to be every time you hit a home run, but like, especially in that moment, like your eyes light up when you get the pitch, you take the swing you want, and then it's like, oh, I did it. That's awesome. Like in any scenario, whatever team you're rooting for, like that's so cool. That's so like, there's such an emotion there that like you don't even know until you've ever been in a system, like in a situation where like you take advantage of something like that, or you hit a home, like any of that. Like, that's crazy. I have no more words.
I mean, I think the biggest thing here is exactly what we'll go back to. And again, I know we've said it a lot already, but we knew right now the biggest thing Otani was struggling with early was getting spin down. He was either getting spin spiked into the dirt or he was leaving the spin up. They just got to him. And I think part of this to me is the 3 days of rest at the end of the day. I think we're going to see a shift at some point in time here of some of the short rest throwing that we see in these types of series. I think everybody's available and ready to go, but I think you'll probably more likely seeing moving forward overall shorter stints when you have guys who are on short rest that they're not used to. They could have easily gone Otani for 2 and then said, go focus on hitting. Like, it was an option. It was available to them in this scenario. Everything is absolutely 2020 in hindsight. Don't get me wrong, but we saw the signs of that home run coming in the 2 innings prior.
My cousin just texted me and he goes, wow, he certainly took his time getting around the bases there.
Yeah, well, when you're hobbled, you're taking extra time.
I don't necessarily know why Shohei was out there for that third inning, to be honest with you.
Listen, you're going to ride your guys.
I don't think Robleski's the guy I would have sent out. Now, right now, down 3-0, I think Robleski's the perfect guy. He's a guy who could go get you 3 innings. He made a couple starts this year as an opener. I think he made a start against the Nationals as a starter, but like there's and pitched to that. But like I think this is a guy that you're going to hopefully get 2 to 3 scoreless out of, get yourself to the 5th, and then treat it like a normal bullpen. Hopefully you've gotten yourself back into the game. But wow, I mean that is wild.
Yeah, again, it came off of what we expected it to come off of. Shohei has carried a ton of weight for the Dodgers all year long, whether people want to give him that type of credit or not. I'll be the first one to say it. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. The nice part for Otani is he has the ability to get X amount of more at-bats, Flex, so that means he continues to get an opportunity to affect the game.
I also think, like, if you get to a point now where you go to IKF, like if Bo is not feeling it, or like if Bo gets another base hit in a situation where you want to add on runs, you now have the comfort to do that. Like Bo has established what he needed to establish to be able to allow John Schneider to move this game along from a managerial standpoint. Obviously, you want more than 3 runs. We all know the Dodgers. They could flip the switch and put 3 up just as fast.
Barger has been so good.
It's insane.
So good. Again, another hit versus a lefty there, too. He's come up big multiple times. This is a streaking moment here for Toronto. If they could find another one or two across with this momentum, I think it would play really big for them. And
Wow.
again, let's be clear and remind people when we flip this back over, Max Scherzer's biggest weakness throughout his entire career is solo home runs. In this scenario, Toronto's now given him a 3-0 lead. If Scherzer gets bitten by the solo home run bug, it no longer puts Toronto down or tied. I think that's a really big note for us to talk about because to me, there's a likelihood, because I've seen Scherzer pitch for so long and so many different times, that somebody for the Dodgers is going to get a hold of one. And the question is it solo or are there men on base at the end of the day?
I'm curious to see if Varsho gets anything hard in this at bat. You don't want to end up in a situation where Varsho gets a hold of one and now it's a 5-0 lead. He's absolutely a guy that's liable to jump the yard. He's been seeing lefties well this year. Yeah, he just got a sinker. I was expecting more slider heavy. First two pitches of the at bats were sliders. I don't think that was necessarily where Will Smith wanted that sinker, but it was coming off of a slider in a very similar spot. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
he went to the curveball to finish it. There you go.
uh,
Glasnow's in the bullpen.
I saw that. That's the right pitch too to go to the curveball after
Yeah.
sinker looks like I'm looking at this track now. I believe it was a sinker up, right? You come off of the curveball that pops out of the hand at the same height that the high fastball does. That's going to be the best pitch in that scenario for him to throw and go get a guy. I don't know that that sinker was exactly where he wanted it. He probably wanted that ball in, but it works out once you sequence correctly to the curveball, which was an on to off pitch. So I like the way that Robleski was able to do that, weather the storm. And now, like you said, we're probably going to get Glass now for two, maybe three.
I,
Really good
I,
pitch.
I just want the world to know. My brother just now texted me about Springer's home run.
Springer's home run?
About Bo Bichette's home run. What world is he watching this game in?
Listen, I'm already behind by like three pitches, so
Yeah, that would be him behind by like 3 batters.
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, what? Also, um, what was I gonna say? I had a thought. I lost it. Oh well. Oh. Can we go all the way back to? Can we go all the way back to Nathan Lucas laying down a sack bunt there
Yeah, dude, I loved it.
for Vlad?
Did you notice how he got it done?
I loved that he actually put it down in a place where it was almost a hit.
I mean, that's just a good bunt, though, right? A good bunt always gives you that opportunity.
My brother just goes, "Am I behind?"
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
just
I
the
just
way
said, I said, yeah, the third inning's over. What a he's wild, man.
this is a big listen. Not only to answer, but this is a big inning for the Dodgers from a standpoint of who's coming up here. And this to me feels like the inning where we're going to see Max Muncy with guys on base against a right-handed pitcher with an opportunity to really heavily affect the game. So I'm interested to see what happens here.
I got a question. I got a question for the chat. Feel free to throw your answers in the chat for us. Do you call what Max Scherzer is looking to do here a shutdown inning or a shutout inning? Because I've heard people call it both recently, and I've always called it a shutdown inning. But I recently heard people calling it a shutout inning, and I think that that's wrong.
It's definitely a shutdown inning, but it's a dog-eat-dog world, so you never know.
That's like people who say chunk instead of chuck. Have you heard that one? People from the South, like when you say like throwing the ball hard and you say like I chucked it, people in the South will call it chunking it.
Interesting. Haven't heard that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're in the stream and you want to throw your thoughts into the chat, please feel free.
All right, let's get on. This is again big inning here. Excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean this is where you have to get really aggressive. You got to get in there
Well,
and
that was a quick start. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like Will Smith just doubled off the wall.
Dalton Varsho almost caught that ball. That's crazy. He had no business being anywhere near that.
Another reminder here. Muncy's going to come up with guys on base.
I'm curious. I have a question for you. Who of all the free agents playing in this series do you think has improved their price tag this offseason? Because I have thoughts. I have a guy that's on the top of my list.
I have to think through that. That's a great.
Yeah, you don't have to answer
question.
it right now, but it's a question I've been thinking about lately. I'll tell you who I think it is. I think it's Chris Bassett.
I like that.
I think
I like
from
Bassett a lot.
I think from the standpoint of what he brings to the clubhouse as a veteran, as a leader, now having been in this situation, having to take on a different role in this situation, vice what he did throughout the entire season and what he's done in that role. I think there's a lot there to say he probably has earned a good bit of a reward.
I don't mind that. I think another one that I like here is probably Shane Bieber. He's come back, looked like himself for the most part. He's been able to pitch in high leverage situations as a starter, obviously for them. What looks like we got a Freeman single here. Again, I'm behind, but I'm not
Freddie hit a ball just over the glove of who's playing second base, Bo?
Bo is. We're one AB or we're one batter away from the most important AB of the game.
Yeah, we are. This is what I just said last inning. Obviously, a three-run homer from Bo is great. 3 runs doesn't take you very far against this team. This team can score runs very quickly.
Yeah. Man, Will Smith has hit some balls that he's been confused why aren't leaving the yard here in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jeez, Max better get the breaking stuff down. Ay.
That's not a place you can miss a curveball. That was such
Mookie, when feeling well, hits that curveball to the moon.
Yeah, Mookie turns on that quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the slider. What did he do?
Much better pitch from a situational perspective.
Oh,
I like going back to it.
Got him to pop it up.
We're going to find out where here.
I love that everybody recognized on this fly ball. Everybody was going after it, and then they were all just like, "Oh yeah, Barger should catch it."
Yeah, let's let the guy with the best arm in baseball right now catch it, aka right-handed Rick Ankiel.
Let's let the guy whose ball actually increases velocity as it goes. Did you see that tweet from the MLB the other day?
No, but it sounds sick.
Now, is this where Max Muncy does his thing, or is this where Max Muncy grounds into a double play?
Oh, no, this is what I'm saying. I already told you that this was the most important bat of the night.
I agree.
Muncy's going to get something to hit against a right-handed pitcher with guys on base. Muncy has the ability to jump the yard here 100%, and the Dodgers could absolutely use it. These are the scenarios where he hasn't been good enough so far this postseason, and they're going to need him to be better. So really interested to see what the outcome of this AB is.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I'm Muncy here and I'm trying to take an approach, you've got to be looking for something. You've got to be looking for something up and away. Definitely up. Definitely up, but like something up and away that you can get your hands extended on. More than anything, you've got to get a ball in play in this at bat.
Again, I get it. I'm waiting to see this first curveball here. Solid backdoor curveball. He took a good swing at it, right? That's important for me because we know, again, just like Ohtani had going for him, Scherzer is struggling to keep the spin down, right? So looking up, right? Looking to hit spin hard to left center, and if you're late on the fastball, so be it right now, is going to be the option. We know Scherzer has been a higher spin rate type guy so far this postseason. Muncy's going to get an opportunity.
That was a backdoor slider that looked like, looked like an arm side fastball.
Just didn't do anything?
Didn't do a thing.
I'm about to get to see it.
Yeah, this is not the position you want to be in if you're Scherzer being behind 3-1.
Nope. Oh my gosh, and look where that slider was.
Yeah.
Did he not do anything with that pitch?
No, I fouled it off. Again, right, this is the struggle with Muncy right now is like these are pitches that when Muncy is going, these are pitch. I mean, he's on time with that pitch. He fouls it straight back. If you ever want to learn something as a pitcher about how a hitter's seeing your stuff, understand what foul balls mean. When a hitter fouls a ball straight back, he is on time with your pitch. Always, he is on time with your pitch. If you're not doing something with the same pitch you're seeing twice in a row because he just fouled it off again, I mean, these are pitches that Muncy, these are bad sliders.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. The profile for both of them has been up. If I'm Toronto, though, I'm looking at this and saying we need to get him out of there, whether he likes it or not, because we just watched what happened to the other guy in the same situation.
What do you go to here? Different. What do you go to here 3-2 before he throws the pitch?
Change up down the middle.
Okay.
He hasn't seen it yet. He's not looking for it. I'm dropping a change up right down the middle.
Yeah, I mean it's these are pitches that I can't actually understand Muncy continuing to miss. Yeah, he tried to go down in him with a fastball.
Oh,
it was a ball 4.
All right. Well, here you go. Big situation here. I'm interested in bringing Sir Anthony Dominguez in here if he's the guy who's ready.
Can I tell you something? This feels eerily similar to a game that we saw the Blue Jays play against another team where Sir Anthony Dominguez came in against a bases loaded situation. I'm thinking they go after Teoscar here, and then Sir Anthony gets Tommy Edman.
Seeing a fastball to start the at bat again. I haven't seen it yet, but that's almost surprising. Muncy was a really easy take.
It's surprising to the extent of like if you were throwing a good slider, you'd throw him a ton of sliders here, but
you're not. You're right.
Not, and the likelihood that you drop a slider into his barrel is so high.
Well, and for what it's worth, we watched him do that in the first game that he pitched. Right? That was when Teoscar went yachts.
Oh, Varsho, you dog. What a play. Wow. Teoscar did a really good job staying on that slider and sending it up the middle. Dalton Varsho just made an unbelievable diving catch on a ball in front of him to turn what would have been or could have been multiple runs on a single into just a single sac fly.
Oh, that is a great play. Gets the ball in quickly, finds the cutoff man.
He is such a good defender in center field. I mean, he is all around one of the best players on that team. And like as good as they were this year, when he was hurt, the value he adds is crazy. Also allowed Springer to go full-time DH, which was nice.
Agreed.
Scherzer just does not have a lot of
but you know what? If they no, not at all. If they can get Scherzer through one more batter here, I mean, and he can get out of the inning, this is huge for them. Scherzer to take a full 4 chunk out of this game, potentially only giving up 1 run would be massive for Toronto. On the flip side, the Dodgers need Edman to find a way to take advantage of a Scherzer who is not sharp right here. It is huge if that is what happens.
Yeah, this is a situation where Scherzer needs to get a little lucky. He's got to get Edman. There you go. As he does, he needs to get Edman to swing at a pitch that is his pitch in a count that is Edman's and get an out. Look who has graced us with his presence.
What's up?
Thank you for joining us.
Look, he's got his Blue Jays shirt on and everything. Huh?
Wow, he's got a
Dude,
Blue
of course.
Jays shirt on.
Yeah, I might have to reset my Wi-Fi, but I'll do what a catch by Vlad. Holy crap.
Dude, I love his emotion. He's been such a psycho. Whenever they make big plays to end the things and stuff, he just goes nuts.
Psycho mode. I mean, I love it. This has been everything we could have asked for from an overall standpoint. We're getting 7 games of a World Series, so nobody can be unhappy about this situation. Vlad also second diving play of the night already, and we're only through 4. Only through 4, people. Love it.
Oh, he definitely had to go reset his Wi-Fi. We weren't interesting enough. We get a short leash.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him.
Man, this.
I'm shaking Scherzer's hand and telling him he just did everything he ever needed to do for us.
Sure.
He got us 12 outs. You're the man, and we're going to the pen. And in my opinion, you know how I feel about this. And we don't employ this enough in baseball, in my opinion. You're not seeing the same guy for the rest of the game. I don't care. The max anybody's throwing is one time through the order.
Yep.
You
You have
are
enough guys
not
to do
seeing
it.
anybody more than once for the rest of the game. It makes no sense to allow them to see anybody more than once outside of Scherzer, who did a great job of holding him to enough. So it'll be interesting. Robleski here is going to actually have a bit of a test because you've got Ernie Clement, who puts the ball in play extremely well. Jimenez has not been great. However, then you got the top of the order in Springer and Lucas. I think if Toronto can find a way to answer that one, it's really big for them here for a multitude of reasons. But you have the opportunity here before LA goes to their higher end, higher leverage guys. And again, I'm assuming Robleski's out there just because that's who we've got on this tracker. But
Yeah, he's still
it
out
could
there.
be Glasnow. All right.
I think he's still out there. Let me look and see what game day has. Man, that's I think Dodgers fans are gonna look at what just happened in that inning, and it kind of epitomizes what you have seen from them all postseason, honestly, but definitely all World Series. Opportunities abound, not able to cash in when the time comes. Every opportunity that they've had. Now, they've done it enough to get us to Game 7.
Sure.
But when you're in a situation there and you end up with one run and it came off of a sac fly to center on a nice play by Dalton Varsho, you do feel like you left a lot on the table.
100%. Ops, welcome back.
What's up?
I don't think.
Do I sound good? Can you hear me?
Sound fine. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, sweet.
I don't think we talk about this enough, but it always drives me nuts that I feel like we don't give pitchers and starting pitchers, and especially young starting pitchers, the room to learn how to do what Max Scherzer just did there. Got himself into a mess, worked his way out of it, threw pitches and made pitches when he needed to work his way through it. That's what the elite of the elite do, and I don't feel like we give guys that opportunity as often as we should. Maybe I'm crazy and I'm not, and I see it differently, but I would love to see that more in today's game.
It's something you need to teach in the regular season, though, right? I think that's the best way for me to put it.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't the landscape or the place to be teaching something of that nature.
No.
So we'll see. Schneider did say that Scherzer's going to go out for one more. Not sure I love that, but I love Max, and I'll never doubt Max. So if he thinks that's
probably
the right
tried to pull him,
thing,
and Max
I'm in.
he probably wanted to pull Max, but Max probably hasn't come anywhere near him during this half inning.
He knows how this works by now.
Max wants his name on the line that says W, and he knows he needs one more inning to do it, and he has a lead to be able to walk away with. And there's a little bit of ego there, and I'm okay with that because that ego is kind of what drives Max to be as good as Max is.
I think we both very much so agree on that. Again, I got to watch him for 5 beautiful years. They were all worth it. Every single one of them.
I don't dislike the Shohei rule from a pitching standpoint, right? That he still gets to stay in as the DH. I get that we have made that rule for him because obviously it's better for baseball to get to see him. Did Andres Jimenez just stick his arm out to try and get hit by a pitch?
Probably. Why would you be surprised by that?
And then he got hit by the next pitch.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to get
Robleski
out of the
did.
way. Robleski threw at him. Yo, that's crazy to do when you.
Oh,
when
we? Hold on. Are we? We
Yes.
charging out the field?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm late. Hell yeah. I don't know that I blame him. I think I might come up and in on Jimenez too after watching what I just watched. He definitely did.
In a World Series game is crazy work when you're down 2 runs. We're giving up base runners.
Yeah.
We're giving away base runners.
Andres doesn't get to do that though. Andres doesn't get to clap back and act like he didn't do anything to pitch before.
That's crazy work.
Heck yeah, we're in for some fun tonight, people. Let it get chippy. World Series Game 7.
Oh
Fire
my
me
God.
up. Look at Trey Savage's smile running in for the bullpen is my favorite thing of the day. He was so excited to run in for this. He had the biggest friggin' grin on his face. Oh my goodness.
I will say, though, you've now turned the lineup over to Springer with a runner on base.
I don't disagree, man. It's not the right answer.
Like, I would have rather you thrown a nasty curveball, struck him out, and then yelled at him as he went to the bench.
Can we also throw out, this is one of the things that we talked about the fact that you brought Robleski out, who was less experienced than a lot of options that you had in the pen, short rest or not, right? I don't know that he threw at him. I mean, it was in for sure.
Listen, he threw it, hit him, and then yelled at him. There was intent. If I'm John Schneider, I'm asking why Robleski's still on the mound, if I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I think you can ask. I don't know if it's going to matter. Listen, again, I can't really defend Jimenez here because the whole throwing your hand at the ball was extremely egregious.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. But like,
I think I'd be pissed on the hill too. If I'm being, you know me, like
sure.
I might come up in your grill as well after you do that. So I can't blame him too much, but I think it is you got to know where you are. You got to know the fact that you're down in the World Series, and now we have one out, man on first, and the top of the order up. What does that bring? A guy who has a platoon split advantage against you in Springer, who has some of the best slug numbers in all of postseason baseball over the last 10 years. Not where you want to be right now if you're LA. Again, it would shock me if they kept Robleski in this ball game right here.
well, that's the other thing, right? You have Glass now ready to go, and you're Dave Roberts, and you understand that this guy is now wound up. I think he's coming out of the game mainly because Springer's up.
That's what I mean, though.
Everything all together, like you can't keep him in to feel like he's going to be a better option against Nathan Lucas.
I also can't keep him in against Springer again for the analytical advantages that are given here, right?
Yeah.
Springer rakes against lefties. Lefties. Surprising decision for me. Let's see what happens here.
Also, they just let him throw more warm-up pitches.
Yeah, I'm a little confused about that as well.
What game is this? What are we talking? Like, what are we doing here? Am I crazy in thinking that like we're just giving this guy? Like, I guess you could say like, yeah, why would Robleski care to hit Jimenez?
This is a double in the gap. I'm just letting you know right now. I no, but like
Vizquez still just has everybody on the field, and I love it.
There's gonna be a fastball that ends up getting hammered in this AB. It's gonna be a double in the gap. Oh, it's a single. So close.
It's gonna be a ball ripped off of Robleski's leg. Now, if you're Dave Roberts,
was it really?
Just take him off. Yeah, right off his leg.
Hit hard too, 98 off the bat. That did not feel good, I'm sure.
Hit very hard.
Really?
I couldn't tell if it got him in the left thigh, knee, or calf. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of him still being in there. Wow.
I don't disagree with you. I mean,
what a look from the athletic trainer.
You know that with absolute certainty, I agree with you. And now here's the problem, right? You need to find a way to roll Lucas into a double play here. Because you need Vladdy hitting with nobody on base, no matter the situation here.
Yeah.
Like, the double play here is so unbelievably important. I think you have to leave him in now with your lefty-lefty split here, if he's fine. I'm surprised not moving to another option. Again, we're talking about guys on not a ton of rest, but Glass now is, correct me if I'm wrong, he started one of the early games and then has been out of the pen the rest of the series.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, super interested to see what happens here. Very interesting decisions here for Roberts, in my personal opinion.
Also, if you think back to Jimenez's first at bat, he struck out on 2 fastballs in.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you
That
have
was
to
the game
know if
plan.
you're Jimenez, like they're coming hard in at you. That's how this works.
I mean, he did know. He tried to throw his hand at one.
Yeah, right.
Can I tell you that I would have hit Barger in this spot today?
In the
negative
two
on-
hole
nothing-
instead of Lucas,
Yeah.
just because of how well Barger's been hitting.
I just want to get him an extra at bat if I can.
I
Right?
could see that. Yeah.
And then
I
from
could
an
see that.
analytical
That's fine.
perspective, that's a really good spot to have him. I don't love the way the Blue Jays go about their lineup from an analytical perspective. Vlad should 100% be hitting 2 in this lineup. Bichette should be hitting 4, and you space everything in around him, where I think Barger fits the 3 hole excellently. But again, just my opinion. I think Lucas actually Springer leading off is right where he needs to be. You could throw Lucas into that 5 hole where Barger is, or move Kirk up and Lucas to 6, and I like that a lot.
But you know what I always say? The
What do you
5,
always
6,
say?
the 5, 6, 7 hole get the most RBI opportunities. Barger.
The five hole does for sure.
So, well, because 1, 2, 3, 4 tend to get on base more than anybody else.
The 5 hole sees statistically the 5 hole sees the most across the board.
Yeah. Which is probably why he's there, because he's hitting as well as he is.
Yeah,
I would think
An
that has
extra-
something to do with it.
an extra at bat for me is just worth more.
Okay, so now you're Robleski. You get away with Springer only singling off of you, and then you do get Nathan Lucas.
There's no way he's still. Yeah, I
No,
mean we've
yeah.
got a Mount Visit going.
Yeah.
I mean we've got Vlad in the box.
But I mean, listen, if you think that Glass now phases Vlad, like,
All right, well, what are you doing with Vlad? Are you pitching to Vlad, or are you going to let Bichette attempt to beat you again? What do you think, Ops?
I think you pitched to Vlad.
yeah, I don't think you give Bo. I don't think you give Bo another opportunity, man.
I don't think it's about not giving Bo another opportunity. I think Bo's actually providing now enough protection with that ball over the fence that you're going to decide to pitch to Vlad in this scenario. And again, the problem here, and people have to remember this, is neither of them is a good option. You don't want to be facing either of these guys in this situation.
No. Yeah, let's walk Vlad and then pitch the guy that just smoked a 3-run home run on the first pitch.
And
1000%.
likelihood is we'll at a minimum punch a single the other way off of Glass now if need be. If that's what he's thrown in that situation.
I mean, you also have to think too. I mean, with Glass now being on the Rays, kind of like the early years of Bo, like he's probably seen him a good amount of times too.
Oh yeah. I think more than anything it's both Vlad and Bo are very hitterish, right? They're the guys who are going to take what you
Right.
give them. Vlad is absolutely going to be looking to drive a pitch early in this at bat. But if he doesn't get it early in the at bat, he's going to take whatever Glass now provides him. I have a
Right.
feeling he's going to try and run the sinker in hard and try and get an early swing on a pitch that's going to get in on the hands. But
All right, hold on real quick. You guys ready for Guerrero's career line against Glass now?
Give it to me.
Yeah.
5 hits, over 14 at bats, 2 doubles, a home run, 3 RBIs. He's slashed 357, 500, 714 against Glass now career.
Yeah, I want to say the one home run was on opening day against us, and it went. We used to have a restaurant in center field in like the batter's eye area. It landed on top of like the batter's eye area in Tropicana
hold on.
Field. So
Let's make this more spicy. Career Bichette is 2 for 14 against him, slashing 143, 250, 143. So when they do walk Guerrero here, that's why, right? Like let's continue
Yeah.
to bring context to what the strategy may be in this scenario, which is we like Glass now historically against Bichette. Let's go to the flip side of this. Ops can tell you this is an analytics guy. Never trust a small data sample, right? So it's going to be really fun. Whatever
like
the
I said,
Dodgers
you
do
could
here.
you could
be really fun.
trust the like Bichette's bad numbers against Glass now, but bro, I mean he's locked in and he's
Yeah.
playing at like maybe 60% right now.
It's crazy, man. All right, they're going to pitch to him.
Dude, my internet like was freaking out as like the benches were clearing. I was hearing you guys talking like, "Oh my god, the benches are clearing." I'm like, "There's no shot that like right when that happens that was going on."
I love that high energy. Yeah, 6 for 19 with a home run, including the postseason.
Oh man.
Make sure to go say hi to our boy Discuss Baseball in the chat there. Sam, hope you're having a good night.
That's the fastball you want to hit. Vizcast has been
We going after Vlad? Yes, we are. Okay, cool.
only
I love
one
this.
game for only one game happening at a time. Vizcast has just been bad.
Yeah, we Toby and I did it for the Dodgers and Red series, and it was like very, very hit or miss.
Yeah, it'll be great for like a 3-inning stretch, and then it'll just be paused.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They like forget to come back from.
That was a really nice
pitching
sinker, though,
changes.
by Glasnow that you were talking about, Flax. I hate that it ran to the middle of the plate, but Vlad was looking up and had an up and in visual off the first one. So the backdoor sinker sliding back in had movement that he wasn't looking for.
So it's 3-1. You've thrown him a curveball in the dirt. He's seen the sinker. What are you either going to here, or are
What
you
was the
just
last
going
pitch
outside?
thrown?
Last pitch thrown was a curveball down and away.
Curveball outside, probably three
On
feet outside.
3-1, I'm trying to hammer him in with a
Oh.
fastball again.
A line
In my
out.
opinion.
Oh, I mean, he
Yeah.
threw him a middle sinker, and he roasted it to center field.
Yeah, I'm not trying to look at the Vizcast too much. I
Yeah.
just looked at the 3-1 now. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
he smoked that ball. Yeah.
So you're both ahead of me.
That's crazy.
No, that's I mean, that's as ideal as you could get. I will say last night though, that was one of the best innings I have watched all season long. Like it kind of had written all over it like this was going to be Ernie Clement's moment. A great inside fastball by Glasnow to jam him and just get that pop up. And then, I mean, bad base running by Barger. Yeah, you want to be like kind of halfway off of second in that situation, but like, you know, Kike's playing in. You kind of want to be a little bit more back towards the bag.
You should know that Kike's playing in.
Right.
If you're
that
standing on
maybe-
second base and you take stock in where your outfielders are, you should
every
know
pitch.
that.
Yeah,
you should
and
know
maybe
that
that kind of
laid-off
lost sight of
single-
him. But
Yeah.
it's like if they're playing in, let's say if they're playing normal depth, right? Like Kike's, you know, maybe 30, 35 feet from the track, and he's playing normal depth. You can maybe go halfway and get back to the bag. But when he's playing in and he's trying to gun someone out at the plate, it's way too far off the bag.
It's hard because you know what your run means in the sense of like you're the game tying run, you want to score on a base hit, but the reality of the situation is George Springer is coming up next. So unless you're scoring from second when you're basically standing on the bag, you have to understand that a direct single to an outfielder when they know they have to cut you down as a runner, you're not scoring ever. It's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, I would have just been hauling ass back to the bag. And I mean, it was a close play, but if he was, right off the bat, you can kind of see there was a little bit of air under it. He's playing in. I mean, your first instinct has to be going, back to the bag. There should be no hesitation.
Instinct at a minimum is to flip your body. As soon as you see Kike coming in hard, you're already moving back to the bag. You can't be caught in a position where the ball's being thrown and you're scrambling.
I think I go back to where we started this conversation with, though, and I said this to Flax last night while we were out having a good time with the homies. I turned to him and I just did one of these. I did this. I turned around like I'm looking to the outfield and I did this, and I did this. And I just looked at him dead in the eye and go, I do that in men's league every time I'm in second base.
Yeah, a lot of
Right?
men.
And I don't say it negative. I say it from a
Yeah.
standpoint of like we talked a lot all season long about some of the fundamentals that have gotten lost in baseball. Again, huge situation. Game 6 of the World Series, last inning. I'm not here beating Barger up for this specific piece, but we've seen this consistently in lower leverage situations all year long. These things have to start coming back, and it is one of the reasons for the most part Toronto has been better. Because they haven't made nearly as many of these mistakes unless the umpire doesn't call a ball.
Yeah, I'll say in general, like both teams' base running this series have been absolutely pitiful. Like as bad as you could probably get.
I will say this. Some of it has been made to look worse because of how good some of the defense has been.
Right.
Some of the defense has been absolutely stellar, and some of the plays that have been made have been unbelievable, making some of the aggressive base running look bad. But they're choosing poor times to be aggressive. They're third out at third base. You're getting thrown out at the plate when you shouldn't be sent. you're getting caught off base because you're not paying attention and looking to the outfield and looking at the scoreboard when a pitch that you thought was a ball was called a strike. It's
Right.
It's a lack of attention to detail on stuff that is minor in the grand scheme of 162 games, but becomes maximized in a playoff series.
Right.
All right. Well, we're back. Scherzer decided he was going to go back out for another inning. I say that because I actually don't think he gave John Schneider a chance, because I think he wants his name next to the W. And I think that if Scherzer does what he just did there with his off speed to Kike Hernandez, which was down in the zone, tight with his fastball, you're looking at a guy who could go back out for the sixth. Like, his count's not high. His stuff
not
is
at
good.
all. It's you got to think too is like when they first signed Max, like everyone kind of thought it was like a whatever kind of move, and he even said like Max wasn't there to help like the young guys. Like he didn't want to do that. It was his last, like, who knows if the Blue Jays win the World Series and he has a big game, this could be his last major league start.
Sure.
He came there because he thought that this team was capable of winning.
See, I'm seeing some of these sliders he's still throwing. I mean, throwing to Miguel Rojas and throwing him back-to-back sliders over the heart of the plate. Miguel Rojas is still a big league hitter. Right?
Yeah, right.
You can't throw a big league hitter.
Yeah, he'll be able to hit it. Yeah, he'll be able to touch it up.
At minimum. So there you go. Scherzer's done 4 1/3, 55 pitches, I think. Fluharty's coming in now to pitch to Ohtani. I think this is the right guy. I mean, you're just going to see a lot of that sweeper.
Yeah, I think he was like, 1 for 4, 1 for 5 yesterday with like, I think it was, other than the double, every other out was a K.
I mean, he doesn't have to see a splitter tonight, which is nice for him.
Right. Yeah, and it's nice too because like I would say in these playoffs too, and I feel like probably most teams that were kind of in the race, there's that one guy that is a lefty that has a devastating sweeper that will come in every single time to face the lefties.
Here's the struggle.
And we've seen that.
I was going to say the struggle with Mason Fluharty to me is that he just doesn't have anything that goes arm side. It's cutter sweeper.
Right.
And I think the beauty of that for Shohei is that, if he does throw him something on the inner half, there's no question in Shohei's mind of what direction that ball's moving. It's coming back to the plate. It's not running in on the hands. And so then knowing that's the case, you're probably not even going to see it. So now the focus is away. The sweeper's
yeah. I mean, it's tough because like he's pretty. I think he's like 51-49 or like pretty 50-50 against lefties, and then it's pretty like it's like 65-35 against righties. But if you're Shohei, you have to be sitting on a cutter. I think every single K that he's had in the series against Fluharty has been on the sweeper.
Yep.
Which granted, that lefty sweeper is like is unhittable. When he's able to just bury it away, there's no way that you're touching it.
We're getting Fluharty because it's Shohei.
I agree.
So you'll go.
I agree with Ops's statement. I'm sitting cutter and I'm hitting it really far.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be sitting cutter.
I think one of the things that's going to be really interesting here for people too is Fluharty's going to be executing that cutter up in the zone. This goes back to that statement of what we were talking about earlier, which is Shohei needs to be looking up and spitting on anything that looks like it's got downward action to it. As long as he does that, he's going to keep himself off of chasing potentially. And then if Fluharty accidentally throws the cutter low and in because he doesn't get it up arm side enough, Shohei's still going to hit it to the moon, right? That is a spot that he does not miss pitches. So we've also let him see Fluharty a lot of times this series, guys. You know how I feel about that.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
No, look, it's
Varland came in.
It is Louis Varland.
Yeah, Varland came in.
I love starting him with the changeup.
Wow, I thought it was Fluharty. All right,
nah, he looked like he was
everything we just talked about.
I mean, he's probably going to come in at some point.
I thought I
also, dude.
What did I
Max Scherzer balling out in Game 7 like does not surprise me in the absolute slightest, bro. Like,
no,
insane. God, Shohei could have pummeled that pitch.
I just thought of something. I'm curious, your guys.
Still in a commercial break.
I'm curious. It's crazy. I'm curious your guys' take. What do you think you'd be more liable to do as a base runner and or batter, jump in front of a ball to stop a double play or throw your hand at a pitch to get hit and get to first?
Jump in front of a ball to stop a double play.
I'd say yeah, probably just jump in front.
Because I'm.
I'd pull a Josh Naylor most likely.
I don't know if I'm going as far as Naylor, but I'm trying to. I am
put your head in
trying
front of
to.
God, that curveball was gross.
I am trying to throw a screen on every single ball that's hit at me to begin with on the ground.
Yeah, well,
why
that's
wouldn't
true.
I be trying to do that anyways? If I get hit,
That's
I get
true.
hit.
That curveball wasn't as good. But he
The
kept
first
him
one
on the
was
ground
nasty.
and kept him in the ballpark, so that's kind of
Shohei singles as good as anything else
Yeah.
you could do.
it's exactly right.
Now
God, this game
is
is
a really-
so far from over.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, and this is a really difficult at bat because Will Smith has been seeing the ball extremely well, and this is where we talk about that arm side
he
run
has.
potentially putting you in a bad spot because Will Smith sees that type of that type of pitch really well, especially if you leave it up in the zone, and we know where Varland's gonna live with his 100+ mile an hour fastball.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna beat Will Smith up and in with a fastball.
No. I think one of the other things that we talk about with Shohei here, going back to him, is that's the miss that I don't think you can have. I think people don't understand with Shohei, and it's crazy to me, is
Can't be down and in over the plate.
you can't miss in the zone down and in. You have to throw this first pitch twice. If you're not executing it twice, he's going to do that, or he's going to lift one and hit it a lot further.
I like the knuckle curve away. I like soft away from Varland, but I worry that they're going to obviously set up the
You
fastball
got
up
that
and in.
first call? Ooh.
Yeah, Kirk. It's Alejandro Kirk, man. Oh man, he just missed that.
I was gonna say, I mean, Smith hasn't been the best like righty curveballs, but I mean, he's like he just did miss that.
It's so everything's so out the window. I was actually more shocked that we didn't see a slider off of those two knuckle curveballs that just had a little bit different movement from a depth perspective to try and get a ground ball double play.
Yeah, because I mean, you'd try and just get him to kind of roll over, get something off the plate, and get some soft contact rather than trying to like challenge him in. And I mean, we've already seen him, turn on a couple balls this series.
My worry was that if he couldn't get that next knuckle curveball to be an out or be a strike, that he was going to try and come up and in. And it felt like Will Smith was just waiting for it.
Right.
He was just in that mindset of ready for whenever it came.
Guy who hits the inner half hard stuff extremely well, right? You had to find a way to sequence it in if you were going to use it.
In a way that he just like would almost be in disbelief that you actually threw the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen Louis Varland in every single game this series,
Dude, I think
or
he's
just
one of
in
those
general,
guys.
every game in the postseason that
I
I've
think
watched
he's
the Blue
one of
Jays
those
game.
guys that's better when you do that. Like he's better when he gets to throw more.
Yeah, I mean, with the Twins, when he was like, I mean, Louis Varland had some stretches with the Twins when he was gross, especially when he added like 4 or 5 miles an hour velo this year. He was sitting like 96, 97, and then he's up to like 100, 101.
He's 100
like,
now, yeah.
Yeah.
Still one of the craziest like blindside trades of the offseason or of the trade deadline.
Yes.
Right.
His whole family was just like huge Twins fans. He's been a Twins fan growing up from Minnesota, and that organization was just like, yeah, we want parts. Thanks.
Do you see Max Scherzer? Bro, Max Scherzer's going crazy, bro.
I bet he is going ape shit.
Oh my gosh, he's going crazy right now.
See, there's a different time. There's a different time at which, like, Max Scherzer, 55, he threw like 54 pitches in 4 1/3. Like, he was getting efficient outs. But
That is probably better than the Blue Jays expected, especially the first start. He didn't look bad. Like, he gave up 3 runs in under 5 innings. He didn't look bad, but today, like game 7, this is the second time that the Dodgers have seen him, and the Dodgers are pretty good second time around, especially in series. You can't ask for much more, to be honest. Because I mean, he probably wasn't going to go 6 innings, or even probably go through 5, but as good as you could possibly get.
Classic Max. He gets you through the order 2 times. Shohei doesn't get to see him a 3rd time. This is exactly how I would have had it drawn up if I was Schneider. right? Is hey, let me make sure we don't have a ton of people seeing you too often here, and then moving on. So good job, good work.
I just saw a tweet that said, "Remember when the Blue Jays came into Coors Field in August and swept the Rockies, outscoring them 45-6?" I do remember because
we were there for one of those.
We were there for one of those.
It was
absolute
bad.
blowouts.
It was bad.
Yeah.
This is great. So okay, Varlin, with where they are in the order, I think you can give Varlin one more if you want, no problem. Betts, Muncy, Hernandez. You had Fluharty up. No reason to go to Fluharty here.
Almost had Fluharty in.
Very.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about Mason Fluharty for about 3 minutes there.
Yeah, and by the way, just so you know, whatever cast we're on stated they were bringing Fluharty in. That's where you saw it.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy.
Well, I mean, you are, but that's a whole nother problem.
Well, they kept showing him in the pen too, so.
They also thought Fluharty was coming in.
Yeah, I think everyone thought Mason Fluharty was going in. I mean, he's pretty much came in face Shohei explicitly when he's came in the first time. So he's in the bullpen. You probably think he's doing it again. Other than the double, he struck out every single time against him.
Going Louis Varland was a fascinating choice, to be honest.
I think a lot of people were thinking the same thing.
You know, what I love about it, though, is having both of them up in the bullpen probably had Ohtani preparing for a Fluharty at bat, and then he got what is the exact opposite type of pitcher.
Yeah.
Which probably did bode well for Toronto in this scenario.
Right.
Because it's a quick mindset change.
Dude, how does Fox keep doing this? Fox keeps coming back to the game like as the pitcher is in his windup for the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys were talking to me about that like a few games ago. I didn't have that as much. There was a few times.
It's
I think in the CS series I had that a few times.
It's probably YouTube TV.
Yeah, dude, Boba. I mean, that's a lineup, but dude, Boba Fett's seeing the ball very, very, very well.
You know,
Seeing it very well.
That boy is gonna get paid this offseason.
My mentor Ryan Dorsey, who's a cross-checker for the White Sox, he said to me when we were having a discussion about Bichette, he goes, you know, we don't get to see it. He goes, but if this dude is just destroying the ball in live ABs or live BP, he goes, absolutely, you need him in there. You got to find a way to put him in there. But you don't know what you're going to get from a guy who hasn't played in a month and a half. And Bichette's done nothing but walk in there and just barrel everything up. So my thought process is pretty simple. He was absolutely destroying baseballs in live BP. No question about it.
For all the teams that were like skeptical and like not wanting to pay him for defense, this is a guy that literally came in against the best player in the world, playing at 60% and drills a 3-run bomb to potentially win your team a world championship. Like, if that doesn't scream like big moment, like I need to be getting paid, I don't know what else really does.
Carries himself similarly to a Bregman type guy too for your clubhouse. So he's going to make a lot of money this offseason.
Also, Ryan, I'm now going backwards in my comment that Chris Bassett is the free agent who has earned himself the most money.
Yeah, you probably should.
In this series. I do think it's Bo Bichette.
I mean, I said
Bo Bichette's going to be getting a lot of money.
But I think relative to what you would have thought they would have gotten, Chris Bassett is going to get a lot more than people think.
Washington National number 3 starter, Chris Bassett.
He's going to be further down the beltway.
Dude, I mean, the way he's looking out of the pen, like, dude, he's like what, 95, 96, or like sitting 95.
There's gonna be a
like
playoff contender that looks at him and says, "You're the Swiss Army knife we've been looking for."
Oh yeah, I would, especially as he gets older. Like, I would definitely say so. I mean, dude, he could throw anything he really wants to as well.
Does he?
Like, he's not gonna be a guy that overpowers you.
Does he throw too many pitches to be on the Rays staff?
I don't know. I don't know.
The Rays have a very specific. It's so funny. The bottom of the league in starts by a left-hander is always the Rays and the Mariners.
I think other than Ian Seymour, when he made his, we were the last team to have a lefty starter this year.
Yeah, it's crazy. Listen, they've got a plan. They know what they like. They know what works.
Right. Oh, dude, do you think the Blue Jays end up like winning this game? I don't know. Like, either they the Dodgers don't do too much offensively and the Blue Jays win, or like someone has just a huge moment, like
I
a
mean,
moment
listen,
that we'll be talking about for a long time.
it's going to come down to Jeff Hoffman, and the question is whether or not him blowing that kiss into the Orioles dugout is going to come back
Great
to bite
curveball
him.
there.
That happened
Yeah, that was
5
disgusting.
years ago, Flax.
that was
That's a good
At this
curveball.
point in the season. That happened a millennia ago. In fact, you might have been 10 years younger when he blew that kiss in the dugout at this point.
I still don't understand why he was so angry at the Orioles to begin with. He didn't show
well,
that type of
they-
anger to the Braves. It was
They
the same
wanted him,
situation.
and then they were nervous about the medical records. I think there was more than just the Braves and the Orioles. There was like 2 other teams.
Yeah, and it was the difference between the teams that wanted him as a starter versus a reliever. And I think what happened was once the Orioles came out and commented and said, we're worried about medical stuff, they flipped on it, and I think Hoffman then had to take a different contract with the intent to be a reliever and not the starter he wanted to be. I think
Wow,
that was the whole
right.
thing around it.
Yeah,
I also literally almost just said it feels like Alejandro Kirk hasn't gotten a hit in a while, and then he just loops one into center field.
that sounds right. Sounds like Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah, I will say the last maybe inning or inning and a half, it feels like the zone's expanding a little bit too. So that could be something that kind of changes as the game goes on even more. Dude, Kirk is just so good.
Game tighter.
This is going to be there's only going to be one of 2 ways this thing goes, because I don't think it's going to stay this tight. I think you see the Dodgers in the next couple of innings rattle off some runs and take a lead, or you see the Blue Jays start to expand this and everybody starts to exhale a little bit and just start to aggressively beat the Dodgers into submission.
Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers offense this series has been super disappointing.
Really struggled.
Yeah.
Really have struggled.
Well, if you guys say that loud enough, I promise they'll hit.
I mean, we're getting pretty late in the season.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we now? Do you think they're going to have any more chances after this one?
Yeah, a little late in the season, but no, I mean, it's been disappointing offense, but I mean, this series in general, I tweeted last night, this is probably the best World Series I've ever watched. Including my Rays pulling Blake Snell against the Dodgers, but other than my team being in the World Series, probably the best one that I've watched.
Yeah, I mean, I said this the other day, and I think this is what's so fascinating, right? We talked about this all offseason. We talked about it in Spaces. We talked about it on our podcast. I know you've talked about this a lot. There was a very, very clear, on paper, the National League has an insane amount of talent, and the American League has a couple of teams that you're excited about. And that felt like it was that way for a majority of the season. But I gotta say the American League side of the postseason, far and away more fun to watch.
You guys see who's in the game for those Toronto Blue Jays?
Oh, dude.
Hell yeah. Chris.
The absolute dogs coming in.
Bassett.
And I will say this, and I've talked to a few other people about it. I think the Blue Jays offensive scheme, aside from the bat speed stuff, because I know there's a revolution bat speed that we track it. That's something that I think has always been in the game. You want to swing the bat faster, and the people that don't agree with that, I don't know what to tell you.
I've been trying to swing a bat harder since I was a freshman in high school. That's not new.
Yeah, the Blue Jays don't have a lineup construction to where they have 4 or 5 guys in the lineup that struggle in K or whiff at the same time. I think the Dodgers in the National League, they swung and missed, I think, the most in baseball. The Yankees, the last several years, granted, I think their team was better built this season, even though they didn't have Juan Soto in terms of the depth that they had. But there's a lot of teams that you might see kind of go for these contact first guys, have some raw power or raw strength to maybe put on some bat speed, and then add some power instead of the opposite. I want a high upside guy that's going to swing and miss half the time and barely put the ball in play. And if you have a few guys in your lineup like that and they're all not doing good, how are you going to be successful in the postseason if you're not making contact?
And Bo Bichette's an unbelievable hitter. His contact skill is incredible, right? People tell you he doesn't walk. He doesn't walk because he doesn't see more than 3 pitches in that bat. That's why he doesn't walk. Bo also has a walk tonight. But all that aside, I think when you look at the way they've also constructed these other pieces, I look at a guy like an Andres Jimenez, who, if they don't win the bidding war with Bo, or if they don't get out in front of it before he gets to everybody else and sign him for a long-term deal, the likelihood is that there is upside with Andres Jimenez. There is an opportunity for Andres Jimenez to establish himself as a really strong shortstop on a team that can protect him at the plate, right? You still have Vlad, you still have Nathan Lucas, you still have Springer, you still have Varsho, you still have Barger, you still have Kirk. Like, there's plenty of bats in that lineup that Jimenez can hide behind and be a contact guy and take on that differentiated skill and not look to have 10 to 15 bombs a year. Hit 8 and also hit 300. Put the ball in.
Yeah, it's tough because like I thought this year he would have been a lot better offensively, and I know he had some stance changes. I know he implemented a leg kick, but it's been like almost 2 years of just other than that one really good season in Cleveland, it just hasn't been there. And the defense is going to be great, whether it's at second base or if they move him to shortstop. I think the Blue Jays should be giving Bo Bichette a substantial amount of money. Absolutely. And before he did get injured, he had the most hard hits in Major League Baseball. It was like him, Yandy Diaz, and like 2 other guys were top 4 almost the entirety of the season.
He didn't play for a month and a half and almost led the league in hits.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Shout out Nick's picks with that one. That was, I mean, God, was crazy. But I mean, I think a lot of people had Bo bouncing back as Chris Bassett is on the verge of eight innings without a run in 10 Ks right now, which is unbelievable.
Dude, it's insane.
But I think that lineup changes a lot if Bo Bichette's not in it. Like, I think that's a huge blow if they're not able to re-sign him, because you go from Bo Bichette to Andres Jimenez and you got to find another guy to play second. And I don't know. I think that's got to be their number one thing this offseason.
I agree. But again, same thing as last offseason. We had this whole conversation about Vlad. They got to sign him. They got to sign him. They got to sign him. And they went and did a bunch of different things, made a bunch of different moves. And then right as we got going, they were like, oh, yeah, we signed Vlad. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that was
how they operate. And it was a different situation, right? It was a year early. He wasn't in the open market.
Right.
He wasn't fielding offers. So it'll be different this year. But, like, you know, they know when they need to get after it. And this team is not shy in spending money. Like, people, I think that
they had the 4th highest payroll in baseball, I think, this year. They're not a small market team.
I think the wealthiest owner. Maybe behind
Steve
Cohen.
Cohen's the wealthiest for sure. You have the second wealthiest now.
Yeah, sorry. That's an individual human, but the business that stands behind him familially, he has his own TV network. He owns the naming rights to his own stadium. It's a very different financial situation than anybody else has.
That's all fine and dandy, but I'm really thinking that if the Yankees can find a low-cost Addison Barger, that team's going to pop off here.
I'm going to go out on a limb right here. I think Max Muncy does something.
I've been saying that against Brady. Playoffs.
I think this is where Max Muncy does something.
Bassett's just going to – I think Bassett – here's my struggle is Bassett throws a really good sinker, but my worry is that he throws that sinker into Muncy's barrel running away from the plate.
So real quick before we stray too far away from the topic, I would love to see if they don't bring back Bichette. I feel like targeting a Jorge Polanco is a really good number. I feel like targeting a Nico Horner via a trade is a really good mark. I think either of those two guys fit really well at second base for them, because if Bichette's not there, there's no question about it that Andres Jimenez is your shortstop.
Yeah, he's going to play platinum glove shortstop.
What did Muncy just do? Single?
Yeah, he should have singled
This is not good. It's not looking good.
No, I'm very worried about the potential of throwing a hanging soft pitch to Teoscar. It's what it feels like we're running up against.
Yeah, very well could happen here. You got to keep the ball down. Nobody tonight, either team has done a good job of keeping spin down tonight across the.
I'll ask you guys this question. Do you think the fact that pitchers have to face 3 batters is a ridiculous rule?
Yes.
I don't think it's a ridiculous rule. I think I get why they do it, because it was getting to a point where guys were, we used to just have the lefty specialist and it would happen once a game, but it got to a point where we were seeing, 6 pitchers a game and guys throwing one batter then
Yeah, but I
one
think
batter,
Right.
and
I
then a
think
guy
you
would
can
come in
fix
and
the
face
rule.
5.
You can fix the rule
Right.
if you can allow one guy to not have to go through that as the situation, and I think you fix your entire problem. Allow for each team to have one guy that can come in designated prior to the game to face less than 3 batters and be pulled out and then move on. Everybody's going to pick a lefty specialist. I'm not fighting that statement, but you can bring that back, no problem.
So we've had one double play, I believe, in the World Series, right?
One.
We gonna get another one right here?
It doesn't feel like. I mean, it feels like a hope and a prayer.
I wasn't
you're
sure if
looking
you.
for another
I
one.
didn't. I just wasn't sure if you already saw it.
No. I'm watching. I'm just watching the game as it's happening. But it feels like
Yeah, Ryan's still in the 3rd inning right now.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, before
Scherzer's
you
still on
were
the
on,
mound.
no, Ethan, before you were on, my brother texted me about the Bo Bichette home run, and the 3rd inning was already over. Like he was
Oh,
so
really?
far
Yeah,
behind.
no, it's bad. Yeah,
He's
the,
so
the
far
viz,
behind.
like the
Michael, what do you
Vizcast
mean?
is good for the viewers, but like I try and like not even look at it too much.
Yeah, it's
Oh man, that 1-1 pitch should have been called a strike, and he
Yeah,
should
that
have
was tough,
just
man.
hammered that. He should have hammered that 2-1.
yep. You can't be late on a fastball ahead in the count.
No, especially 94. Pretty. I mean, it's on the outer
it's a
half of the plate,
single-
but it's not on the corner.
But a sinker that's running back to you.
Right.
All right, did he get it?
He got a ground ball. What did he turn it into? No, 1st and 3rd, 1 out.
Got another
Gosh, he got down
hittable
the line.
sinker.
It was a chopper to
Gosh.
Bassett. So what you got now? Oh, you got Tommy Edman and then Kike. You
Yeah.
really don't want Kike up with men on.
100%.
Like-
100%.
Getting Tommy Edman to ground into a double play, it feels impossible right here. But I mean, he's coming off lining a ball to Vlad down the line, starting to see the ball a little bit better. Been taking better at bats the last couple of games.
Good decision
You guys-
by Bichette to eat that ball.
Do you guys ever get nervous watching this and your team is like not even playing? Really? Oh, I complete opposite.
I think that there are games even during the regular season that I get nervous for, like the Orioles, but like even for the most part, I'm not like even when I play baseball, like I'm not a very high heart rate person to begin with.
Very
Right.
low heart rate.
Yeah, Ryan will tell you, like I'm very, very low heart rate to begin with. But when it's not my team, I'm just like, all right, we'll see what happens. This is an exciting moment.
Yeah, when I was going live with Toby for the Red Sox Yankees, and I'm like, man, it feels good. I literally don't give a crap about who wins
Yeah.
this, but like you're over there really oh, oh, I just got sent a text message. Oh shit.
How many?
Just a sac fly to center.
Back fly to center.
3-2.
This is gonna be such a cinema game 7.
Wow, I love this. And now you've got Kike up with a man on. Will it be 4-3? Or will Chris Bassett get out of it? Man. Or will Chris Bassett not still be on the mound? Will they go to Dominguez? No,
God, if
they're
my
sticking
computer
with
wasn't
Bassett.
so slow, I could load like a Velo, like buy Velo thing for Kike to see like what he's better against. But
Yeah,
I have to like
very-
I have to watch the game on another laptop because it cannot handle the live and on another monitor at the game. It was like crashing my computer.
Just too
Dude,
much
that
going on
curveball's
at
beautiful.
once.
Yeah, I'd like too much for it to handle. It was getting a little overwhelmed.
I'm curious what Kike is looking for in this at bat because he's now gotten 2 pitches. Again, tough pitches to hit. Chris Bassett throws so many different things, but like he's gotten 2 pitches over the plate.
Yeah,
Right.
but bro, starting him with a 71-mile-an-hour curveball is just rude. I love it. Just rude.
I don't know that that's where that's where he wanted to put that pitch. Not with the way that defense was set up.
Tie game?
No, it's just 1st and 2nd. God, tie game. That
God, it's such a great piece of hitting. I mean,
I am so
realistically, Bo's probably still not getting that. He's like shading up the middle, but that's just a good piece of hitting. I'm not trying to do too much with the ball either.
I literally almost just asked you guys if you thought we'd see Trey Savage tonight. He is currently warming up in the bullpen.
Bro. If Trey Savage
Trey
comes in the game, the Blue Jays are automatically winning the game, bro.
I
Like
don't
it's
know.
just
I mean, listen, we could see the same Trey Savage
the
we saw in game
storyline is
one with
too
no
crazy
splitter.
with him right now. I don't know.
Flax, the script, man, the script.
The script is crazy for Trey Savage right now. It's gonna be if he doesn't come in, let's say next inning, he comes in the following, and he goes out. Let's say he goes out there for 2 innings. It's gonna be Trey Savage started against the Jupiter Hammerheads with 320 people, and he just helped the Blue Jays win the World Series. And that's if he comes in the game, that's ultimately what will happen, bro. Because he's been so lights out in the playoffs.
I can't wait to see Ken Rosenthal's tweet about it.
I don't think I get Ken Rosenthal's notifications.
Don't
I do
do it
not.
to
I
yourself.
promise you, I do not. I do
don't
not.
do it to yourself. It's not worth it.
I do not. I do not.
The only thing that's kind of worth it about it is like some of them are just so hilariously bad.
Okay.
That was a disgusting curveball.
Let's
Yeah,
leave
no,
Ken
yeah.
Rosenthal alone, please.
I just don't get. I just don't get his tweet notifications. No, I just don't get his tweet notifications.
Talk about you.
No, I think I only turned the notifications on this offseason because he was tracking one of the big free agents.
The 72-mile-an-hour curveball is amazing.
I know.
Throw more of those. In the
What
dirt.
do you go with 2-2? You've thrown it a bunch now.
You ride the sinker into his hands on to off, but you got to get it in. If you don't get it in, this ball's into center field.
Soft away.
Dude, I'm so nervous watching this game, and like I don't care who really wins.
Good, man. That's Game 7 magic for you. I love that.
I mean, Bassett could throw anything.
Yeah, I know. If you're Miguel Rojas, you're shitting your pants right now. You
just
have
threw-
no idea what's coming.
He just threw a sweeper that he threw 12% of the time to righties. He technically has a splitter. That'd be sick.
This is the sinker into his hands now. You just set it up.
I was gonna say it'd be absolutely,
which is ballsy.
it'd be absolutely diabolical for him to just break out a splitter here.
And Chris Bassett's bringing out his knuckleball for the first time in his career against Miguel Rojas.
He's throwing everything right here. I mean, the cutter to me didn't even make sense with the sequence.
No.
There it is. Grounds out to the pitcher.
Yeah. I mean, listen, would have been strike three, tough pitch to hit, but I think that's where something like the cutter up almost sets that sinker up really well, because if they're both hard out of the hand, and Rojas was just back against the wall in a corner there. There's a lot of pitchers where as a hitter, you can kind of have a plan when you get to 3-2. Johnny Gomes used to say this all the time. He was like, my best preparation was knowing what pitches the guy liked to throw 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, right? When he is in a position where he's ahead in the count, what does he feel most comfortable going to? And it's really crazy when you face a guy who's comfortable going to like 3 of his 6 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Chris Bassett has everything else working in his arsenal of tricks, and then he's out there pumping 2 or 3 miles an hour harder than he was usually throwing, like, I mean, bro, good luck. Like,
Yeah.
especially for Miguel Rojas, you see curveball, sweeper, not a good cutter, and then you're like, wow, like I have literally no idea what he's about to throw me right now.
I don't know. I'd have been looking sinker that entire time those last couple of pitches.
You know what commercial just came on? Have you guys seen the Paul Skeens Canes commercial?
I'm seeing it right now.
I've never seen anybody
It's
less
elite.
less interested in.
No.
what
You
he's
have.
promoting.
His name's Mike Trout.
No. Paul Skeens is less interested in Canes. Who do you think Canes pays more, him or Livy? Doesn't she have a Canes?
I have no idea. I think the best Paul Skeens meme is him winning the NL Rookie of the Year, and he's just sitting on the couch like he doesn't care.
Livy's freaking out, and he just does not care.
He just straight faced.
But have you
shades.
seen Paul Skeens getting into a fire truck?
It gives.
He enjoyed it a lot more than he
Yeah, he
enjoyed
did.
winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that video.
That
is so
man
funny.
That man wanted to be a firefighter in a different world, different life.
He's gonna return to service when he's.
I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, maybe it's not like in combat, but definitely something within something. Yeah, for sure. I could see that.
He'll be a firefighter.
Yeah, he
Let's
could be a
go.
firefighter. I think it's also it's just his rookie of the year video had shades of like high schooler getting drafted with high school girlfriend next to him and immediately dapping up his boys before
Right.
hugging her. Just like clearly not the most important thing in the situation.
Yeah, I just hope the Pirates have any resemblance of an offense next year. Like, my gosh, dude.
Yeah, we were talking before you joined. We were talking about Dennis Santana and how good he was out of the pen this year, and like how they have some weapons, like pitching wise across the board. They will keep themselves in ball games, but whether or not they can score more than 3 or 4 runs a game, who knows?
I don't know. I think if Spencer Horwitz is remotely healthy, I'm telling you, he's gonna go off next year.
Yeah,
I fully believe in it. If he adds even a little bit of bat speed, like he definitely has the strength to do it, he could be gross next year.
Maryland boy.
They're gonna need a lot more production from a lot of other guys, but I mean, dude, with how good their pitching is, it'd be, if they had an average offense, it'd be pretty easy to win some baseball games in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's similar to the Blue Jays, right? Like if certain guys this past year had done what they were supposed to do on the mound, that was an offense that could have held water and won even more baseball games than they did. And like that was a team that borderline competed to be in the wild card race late in the season.
Right.
Oh, is this another Ernie Clement single?
Dude, Ernie Clement has just been taking so much better at bats as he started to realize that they're not just feeding him pitches over the plate early in the count. It's pretty incredible that like last night he just like didn't like he just let the moment. I don't even want to say he let the moment get to him. It's crazy to me that he swung at the first pitch in that situation against Glasgow.
Right.
Like he's been such a good hitter the last couple of games, deep in counts. It's one of those situations where like in that moment, I'm forcing Glasnow into the zone.
So
all
hold on
the
real
pressure
quick.
is on him.
Andres Jimenez, we're gonna bunt, right? We're gonna bunt, right?
First one for you, second one for us. First one should be playing with the line. Second one should be in play,
1000%.
getting Clement to second base.
I might blow a gasket if he doesn't square.
This is crazy. We need to get Ernie Clement one more at bat tonight because Ernie Clement is one hit away from taking the solo record for hits in a postseason.
I love that.
Dude, yeah.
He has 29 hits in this
Yeah,
postseason.
that's insane. What, they just set the record for most amount of runs scored too, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like 104.
Andres Jimenez, if he does nothing he's already done nothing offensively in the World Series.
I was gonna say, pretty hard
But,
to
like,
go lower than what he's been
if
doing.
he continues to do what he's doing, it doesn't matter. Because what he did against Seattle, hitting those home runs in Seattle, he got him there. He did his job. And his defense has been stellar.
Yeah.
Look at him squaring and pulling back on balls. This is fundamental baseball. I'm happy
Look at
to see
him
this.
squaring. Look at him
Extremely
squaring
early.
God,
Wow.
Miles
I've seen
Straw-
a few
Miles Straw
Tyler Glasnow
squaring.
blow up innings in my experience, and this is kind of shaping up to be maybe
This is
one of
the making
those.
one.
I just need
little
you guys
bit.
to know that the biggest smile of the night coming because a guy squared to bunt in the right situation is really, really difficult for me to grapple with.
I mean, I agree. I mean, if you're not doing anything at the plate, I mean, why don't you just bunt and get George Springer, a guy
You
with
got the
a runner in
leadoff guy
scoring
coming up
position?
next, right?
If
Get
he,
yourself two
if he
chances.
walks him. So 3-1 here. What just happened? Oh, he stole second base. Okay, never mind. I love that play. I love that play from Andres Jimenez.
Now that I know he stole second base, I feel much better because I just saw what the pitch location was and was confused.
But like, oh my God, that jump was huge.
Were they did they forget about him?
Yeah, they did 100%. They were waiting for him to
Nice
get the
job by
bunt down.
Clement, continuing to affect the game in every facet.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh, he's about halfway there before he was.
Oh, Jimenez to the gap.
Double?
Double. Ernie
Oh
Clement
my gosh.
scores 4-2.
Wow.
What a season.
I told you, I've seen so many blow up innings from Tyler Glasnow, and it was just Ernie Clement flipping the helmet too.
Uh-huh. What an
God, that's got to feel good for him.
Can we go back to that 3-1 pitch? I cannot stand, and it happens all the time in professional baseball at all levels. if you have no strikes on you and a guy steals, keep the bat on your shoulder. Don't swing. Let the guy take the base. Wouldn't you rather hit with one strike and a man in scoring position?
Yeah.
And then there, Andres Jimenez, recognizing how big of a jump that was, you saw him hesitate the bunt and just stand there and get out of the way and let Clement have the base. Because
Can we talk about
worst
how hard
case
that is too from the
scenario,
left side? Because it's
Yeah, to
harder to
see
see
that
that from the
happen.
left side.
and then
Wanna
to
give him credit there.
recognize like worst case scenario, I'm putting a ball on the ground to the right side. Worst case scenario, I'm getting him over with 2 strikes. Best case scenario, I hit a double in the gap.
Dude,
And
this
that was
is
the
so
wrong.
this
That
is
was
so
the wrong
dire.
pitch. That was the wrong pitch to throw there because you threw something that worst case scenario, he grounds out to the pull side. Like a hanging, or not a hanging, but a low curveball to a guy like Andres Jimenez is going to be a ground ball to Freddie Freeman 8 out of 10 times.
Absolutely.
1 out of 10 he's swinging over it, and 1 out of 10 he's hitting it in the gap.
Huge AB here for Springer to take away the pull side foul ball. We need to be looking right up the middle of the field. If you hit a ball hard the other way, no matter where it goes, you move a guy over to third base with nobody out or with
you
1 out.
see-
That is huge.
Did you see how late he was on that 0-0 slider
No, I'm
up?
seeing now. Yeah, all right. Well, he also looked like he tried to hit it to the moon. So
Sure, but he was late. By the way, Emmett Sheehan up in the pen. But he was late, I think, making an effort to try and hit it the other way.
you know how I feel about swings that big meant to go the other way, unless it's on you're late on a fastball.
Dude, Dave
It's-
Roberts looks pissed. Holy shit.
I mean, his team lost sight of a major base runner and totally changed the complexion of what Glasnow was trying to accomplish there. That's crazy. But listen, we talked about this for the last 2 weeks on our pod, Ryan. The team that's going to win these games is the team that's going to play cleaner and take care of the baseball. Part of taking care of the baseball is not giving up free bases. That's not taking care of the baseball.
Yeah, I mean, it's just smart from Ernie because, I mean, he's fallen behind in the count the first 2 hitters of the inning. He's down 3-0. He's able to fill in a strike 3-1. The last thing Tyler Glasnow was thinking about is the runner on first base. I promise. He's not thinking about that guy. So the fact that he's able to get that.
Unbelievable
Right.
job by Ernie Clement.
Also, a huge strikeout there by Tyler Glasnow. If
That was a
there's able,
horrendous at bat.
yeah, I mean, if it's a 4-2 game, exiting the 6th inning, you feel a lot better.
Well, and there's a big momentum swing too, right? Because it felt like the Blue Jays were high. If you can subdue that and gain some energy coming off the field, coming into the dugout where you're turning the lineup over, no?
Yes.
Am I not wrong? Yeah, you're turning the lineup.
Yeah, I think
Shohei's
so,
leading
yeah.
off the next inning.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's big. Oh God, Nathan Lucas just laced the ball to center field.
Yeah, I'm about to see it right
I mean,
now.
I mean, listen, Vlad's getting another at bat with a man in scoring position.
Man in scoring position, Bichette's behind him. You're not walking him.
I think you're not, right? I think you're not trying to do the same thing you did last time, even with 2 outs.
No,
think that would be
I don't think he.
stupid.
I don't think he can. No, I think. I don't know. It's tough because
I
he
think
has
you
owned.
work-
He has owned Glass now.
I think you work around him. I think you go fastballs on edges, sliders off the plate, maybe curveballs in the dirt. Try and get strikes nibbling edges and be okay putting him on first if he doesn't get himself out.
Yeah, and I think if he's down 2-0, 3-0, I think you just kind of you put him on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's one of those things where like his stuff right now is still good. Yeah, I mean he got a pretty easy ground ball and a sinker over the heart of the plate. I don't know if Vlad's seeing the ball great tonight. Doesn't feel like it.
That's a huge out.
He's gonna
You
get
gotta
one more
think
opportunity.
You give up
Oh,
one
yeah,
in
yeah.
the inning, and then Andres Jimenez gets stranded at second. After that double with no outs. So that's
Got
that's
one in
huge.
gave up one in the inning and got through Springer, Lucas, Guerrero. It's big time. We're not even at the 7th inning stretch, and these guys are already leaving me. Unbelievable. Trey Savage is in. I'm so pumped for this. For everybody that's joining us, we genuinely appreciate your support. All of you guys on the stream, thank you. If you enjoy the way we talk about baseball, please go check out the podcast. Spotify, Apple, YouTube. You can go check out our latest episodes. We've got some really cool interviews with Tim Kirkshin, Brad Lidge, Jack Wilson. If you haven't gone and listened to those yet, go give them a listen. You're probably here because of Ethan, but if you don't follow him yet, go follow him. His handle is as it says right there, ops_baseball. Go follow the man. He brings insanely good content to X. You're bringing good content to Instagram now too?
Nah, I'll probably be doing a lot of YouTube if I graduate in December. We're like, there's one class that's like, it's pretty borderline, but nah, I think we lock it and we clutch it out. Pretty much going to be pulling like a Trey Savage.
There you go. Dude, man's coming in. I'm so pumped for this. What's your biggest worry with this? I know what we're excited to see. What's your biggest worry with this move, other than how sharp is the stuff? When you look at what Savage brings to the table, what he's kind of doing here, what are you most worried about for him?
Well, I mean, my favorite thing is just like the backup slider. It's hilarious to look at his Savant page and look at that.
Yeah.
The main thing is like if they just hunt the fastball. I mean, you can't get to 2 strikes against him. I mean, you can kind of deal with the slider. You can't get to the splitter with 2 strikes. It's almost unhittable, especially to righties. So I think you got to be aggressive early, which I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. If you can try and get a mistake fastball and not try and get to 2 strikes against a guy that's literally been putting people away all postseason with his best pitch, that has to be the game plan. You got to just sit fastball and hope you don't get to 2 strikes against them.
If you're Alejandro Kirk and you're putting the numbers down, what are you going to here against Ohtani? Are you just going straight splits to start the
splitter?
Inning?
I started splitter.
I think it'll be interesting to see if he's got feel for it. Every other outing for Trey Savage has been a little shaky this postseason, if we're going to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see what he goes with. Again, Ohtani's one of the best in the world. If you think that Ohtani's going to have trouble seeing your splitter after he just saw it, like he's got eyes on it now. So you're going to have to find a way to get him out with some other stuff. This is one of those moves for me where like I get the aura of it, I get the vibe of it. I don't like it. Like it's the 7th. You have a bullpen that has gotten you here and that is very good. I don't necessarily understand the choice of going to a guy who hasn't done this. Right? I mean, you've still got Dominguez in your bullpen. You've got Fluharty, you've got Lauer, you've got Little, and you've got Hoffman.
I think you could be thinking of, which I do agree with some of that. I think it's other than Jeff Hoffman in the 9th, I think Trey Savage, in terms of stuff and in terms of what he's done, is probably your best option. In terms of like the situation, and obviously Dominguez has came in as he lead off walk to Shohei Ohtani. It might be your best option in terms of the stuff and what he's already done. But also it's like, I mean, this is his first, I mean, this is the biggest spot of his life, let alone this is the biggest moment of the guy's life right here.
I think I would have started the inning with Fluharty, to be honest with you. 2 lefties. I feel comfortable with his ability to get those guys. And the Savage can back them up. That's the direction I think I would have gone. I think the struggle now is Savage at a minimum is facing Will Smith and facing Freddie Freeman. They are very clearly looking for the ball up in the zone. They're waiting to see him establish something up in the zone, and they're going to take their walks all day against him if his stuff is not sharp. Because what did they do last time? They tried to get aggressive against him, and he threw them an insane amount of splitters and got a ton of outs and got a ton of strikeouts.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you're not going to be doing damage against the splitter. You have to hope he throws you a fastball.
Yeah,
That's
and I like that's the best pitch
like
of the
Will
day.
Smith should have hammered that fastball.
Yep.
You got to sit fastball.
Got a splitter, or sorry, got a slider to hit there. Just flew out right to Varsho. Let me ask you this: 1 out, Freddie's up. Do you,
Such a hittable pitch.
if you get into a 1-0 count here, do you go with like a hit and run? Do you get Ohtani on the move, knowing Freddie's such a good bat to ball guy?
Yeah, I would try. I mean, I think this could potentially be the biggest at bat of the game. I know Freddie's been like kind of hit or miss, but I wouldn't even try and challenge him with the fastball. I would really just try and get splitters and hope that he kind of can get something on the ground here, but I don't think you challenge Freddie Freeman with fastballs in this at bat. I think you gotta go away from that.
Went first pitch fastball up, but clearly not anywhere near the zone.
Set up that splitter right there, though.
Cheers to cold meds.
Wow.
That's the thing is, Savage's arm angle is so deceptive that fastball up. I mean, Freddie Freeman just took a splitter right down the middle because of how well it tunnels out of his arm angle, even though the pitch missed way up.
That's a splitter that if Gossman throws that same splitter in that same spot because of the arm angle, Freddie's parking it.
Yeah, 100%.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Now here's the question, right? So it's 1-1. It's 2-1 now. I feel like I wouldn't hate getting Ohtani in motion.
I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I said I wouldn't even be surprised if Ohtani tries and swipe a bag. I know he's like kind of banged up or whatever, but I mean, like I said, the last thing Savage is probably thinking about is like he wants to get a Freddie Freeman.
Wow. They got the double play. Are you kidding me?
Trey Savage. Blue Jays.
I said it a few minutes. I said it like 20 minutes ago. This script is too it's too big, bro. Like this guy is as nails, bro. Like Trey Savage is younger than he did.
Man.
Like
that's insane. Oh my gosh.
Trey, you're savage.
Oh, look at Vlad. Holy shit.
Can we talk about the fact that he's now basically his best level of a third baseman playing first?
Yep.
That's what he is right now. Unbelievably good arm. To make that throw right to Andres Jimenez's chest around Ohtani, like to get the inside, put the throw in his chest, and then just like when he catches it, just running around. I mean, he is behaving, and I love it. Like, and I say this in the best way, and I love this. He is behaving as if he is playing in the World Baseball Classic. Like this is the emotion that guys bring to that, and it tells you how much they care about this. And like, I have no doubt that these guys care an insane amount about Game 7, but like, usually you see big fist pumps, but like catching that ball and sprinting around is crazy work.
Yeah, like, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised. I mean, if the Blue Jays go up and he has a big play in the 8th inning, if he just takes his shirt off right then and there. I mean,
it's just like the whole dugout's just out.
Yeah, no, but I like that though, and I know, and I am glad too that more of baseball fans, I would say even the older generation baseball fans, are starting to appreciate the emotion because one, I think it grows the game immensely, in my opinion. And one, it's like it also shows that like your guys care. Like if I'm a baseball fan and I'm seeing a guy that like doesn't do whatever, like I want the guy that just wears it on his sleeve and goes out there and like doesn't care what the media says, doesn't do whatever, and just gets amped up when he gets amped up. Like as a fan, you love seeing like, come on, like it fires you up.
And you know what?
Notes that people had for Bryce Harper was they didn't feel like he looked like he cared enough, right? And I don't know that I'd run with that, but like let's talk about the dichotomy of what you're saying. When it's your superstar, you just paid $500 million to be an offensive leader of your club who's going out there and playing some of the best defense we've ever seen him play across the board, making every play, 2 diving plays tonight, starts a huge double play in that scenario. And guess what? Guy's 0 for 3, but he's affecting the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he parks one, so.
Did you see the Mookie interview last night with Jeter after the game?
No.
So Mookie was sitting there saying how, his wife's actually been really helpful for him this series of just like stay in the moment, focus on the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and how that was really helpful for him in that at bat last night where he kind of broke it open and had a single. And Jeter goes, I need you to stop saying that you've been playing poorly. He goes, you've been playing unbelievable defense at shortstop. And that's really important for why your team is here. And it's like sometimes even guys at the elite level of Mookie get so caught up in the thing they want to do well that they forget that there's a whole other half of the game that they are just like, because it's second nature, doing at an elite level.
I agree.
And I love that Jeter called it out.
Bo Bichette's trying to hit one to LA right now. Like, those are two massive swings.
But like,
Oh my God.
But like for people to understand,
You saw the first one.
but listen, for people to understand this, like that's what Bo Bichette should be doing in this scenario.
Oh right,
Because
yeah.
if Bo Bichette hits a single, he's coming out of the game. Like he's not worth anything standing on first base or second base right now. And he doesn't have anybody on base that he needs to just like put a ball into the outfield to score. So like this is what Bo Bichette should be doing in this at bat, right? Put a ball over the fence, or at least try.
This is what my swings look like every time I kept leading off in our freaking men's league championship.
Yes,
Dude, those are some daddy hacks. Like, you think Bo Bichette's getting cheated on those fastballs? Like,
No, sir.
1 and 2, Emmett Sheehan challenging Bo Bichette in a close game.
Right back to
That's about as ballsy as you can get right there.
Went right back to it after the first one. I love the idea that like, or the idea of as a hitter, this idea of like being okay swinging and missing, right? Like if Bo Bichette on 0-1 chooses to take a swing that's like, oh, he beat me on it last time, let me dump one into right field. Or like, let me not get beat on it. And then he hits a flare on 0-1 on a pitch that he took a daddy hack on before. Like, that's a waste of a swing. It's a waste of an at-bat. Like, be okay swinging and missing and potentially getting a hit with 2 strikes where you then shorten up and make a different, take a different swing. I honestly, as bad as that at-bat looked, I don't hate that from Bo Bichette.
No.
It's knowing the situation, though, right? Is exactly what you're getting at more than anything. It's understanding that the ball either goes over the wall or Bichette gets another at bat by walking back to the dugout. No question about it. Because you're right. IKF comes into the game if he singles there, ironically.
Yep. Big IKF guy here.
I know. Love him. I know he's your favorite.
Listen, it's nothing like Cutter is King tweeted out, is it really going to happen? IKF gets a ring before Judge.
Bro, nah, he's Cutter's been on an absolute run the last month. I can't help but just like, they just showed Vladdy yelling, they showed Bichette yelling, they showed Trey Savage yelling, and I expected the Blue Jays to be a lot better than people expected. But if they are able to win a world championship, like this might be one of the biggest, holy shit, like I don't think anyone really expected this.
Excuse me, sir.
Coming in, no, not.
We did.
Hold on, no. He's saying like the season.
Oh, dude, like the world championship. I know. I mean, holy crap! Like that's insane, especially against the Dodgers. And they've seen Ohtani twice in the series.
Hammered him both times.
Yeah, I mean that's
4 earned runs and 3 earned runs.
Man,
7 total.
I speak about Alejandro Kirk and the man just starts hitting lasers.
Yeah, that sounds like
yeah.
All you had to do was talk crap
really
about it.
Trying to establish the fastball. I don't eat a lot of fastballs early in counts.
Yeah, you know what? There's a difference between establishing a fastball and throwing fastballs over the plate. Right? Establishing fastballs does not mean throwing a fastball over the middle of the plate.
Yeah, I mean that's what the ones to Bo were well placed, but I mean he's really, really challenging guys.
I think there's nothing more fun than watching Alejandro Kirk take a hard turn at first.
Oh, yeah,
takes a better,
very hardy turn at first base.
Yeah, nobody takes a harder turn at first with zero intent to get to second.
You think Teoscar thinks he's going to second there?
I think I think that was actually the most.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think Kirk attempting to go to second on that is like Shaq pumping on the at the 3-point line. You know what I mean? Like 100%. I mean, is Shaq really gonna throw up a 3 right there?
Couldn't have said it better. I think you nailed it.
I like that analogy as well. Good work.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Dude, this is gonna be the most insane 2 innings, bro. Like this is gonna be. There's no way the Dodgers offense goes cold to end the season.
So Hoffman's already getting ready in the pen, but here's my take on that. I think Hoffman's heart rate is up, and he's trying to get his body in motion and doing something because he knows that adrenaline's not wearing off. It's only gonna go through the roof as soon as he steps on the mound in game.
How do you
I'd put Trey Savage back out there, to be quite honest with you.
I think Savage goes back out.
I think he has to.
Varsho almost just parked a slider. Golly. Somebody did not get my sarcasm there on the
wow.
On the I commented under Passan's tweet about Vlad starting the 3-6-3 double play. I said is first base the most important defensive position with 2 question marks, thinking that people knew that 2 question marks meant it was sarcastic, and someone just responded, no. Okay.
Good try.
Yeah, Twitter is dude, and I will say Emmett Sheehan it did not give a shit with his fastballs. He just kept humming them in there. Yeah, no, Twitter is an absolute minefield. It's
you get a lot more commentary from people than we get though. I think part of that is you have like a dedicated fan base around a team, but you also just have way more followers. So you're statistically speaking, you're going to get a lot more people that are willing to speak.
Nah, it's tough. I mean, I don't.
The other night
I usually get comments on like stuff that I'll like make or post that's like I haven't done before, but usually it's just I don't know. I learned that this season I just kind of wanted to post what I wanted to do, and when I started, it was mainly just Rays stuff. But
I think this is what Ryan and I have learned is like content is content, but putting something out there that you A think is important and B that you think you've presented professionally. I think between those 2 things, nobody can say you're putting out bad content, right? Like if those and also like by, which I think you do.
Yeah, but I'm also like posting like I think Qdoba is better than Chipotle or like I
I love those.
Yeah, which by the way, that's a horrible take.
Dude, I love those tweets, and I think you're dead wrong.
This is coming from someone. I'm not even kidding you.
Do you see this? What kind of
this guy?
This, sir? Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I eat Chipotle.
On your side.
Chipotle 4 to 5 times per week minimum.
Yeah, me too.
and I always use the apps, and I get that. I go into Qdoba, right, as I cannot wait for this next 2 innings of baseball for the commercial break. I go in there. I asked for extra white rice. The lady's scooping so much rice. I actually told her to stop. I have never I've never in my life done that, man. I mean, I'm a guy that can literally consume like 4K calories.
Have you ever been
immediately?
To
Moe's? I think Moe's is not that good.
No, I was gonna say Moe's has those tiny scoopers. They have the spoons with the tiny scoopers, and there's like our very, very portioned out burritos. Not my favorite.
But if
I don't like Moe's.
But you do walk in and they go, "Welcome to Moe's."
Yeah, but
I like the salsa bar. That's a W. You got a salsa bar there? I mean, come on.
People's big thing with Qdoba was always the queso, and I never like queso was never an important
they have
thing.
Spicy queso. I was like, yeah, let me get that.
Have you ever looked at the queso in Chipotle though and been like, that looks appetizing? I don't think I've felt that way ever.
I don't get queso in my bowl. I the last 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, I've been eating 1 meal a day. I eat almost every day at like 8 or 9 p.m. I go to Chipotle. I don't get queso. I don't get the chips anymore. I don't get the vinaigrette. The vinaigrette I think is like 300 calories, and they give you like a water drip of it.
Good on you. What also? Did we just take oh wait, no, it's not even the 7th inning stretch. Did we just take the longest in between innings break of all time?
I would say so. I think we talked about 4 different topics.
What just happened?
So let's finish this out really simply. Chipotle is the winner in my eyes.
Giving them nothing.
I think it's close.
I think it could be.
I think it's close.
So Savage is back out there, by the way. I think he went in there and said, "Hey guys, I don't have an insane feel of my splitter. Let's use it sparingly." And he's going to go a lot of fastball slider. But I think it also helps that outside of Muncy, I would be curious if Tommy Edman switches back and goes right on right. If he does end up even seeing Trey Yesavage, he's been doing it in both starts against him in the World Series, which is weird to me. I mean, if you look at Tommy Edman's stats, Tommy Edman hasn't hit right on right at all, ever at the big league level. And against Trey Yesavage to try and eliminate the splitter, he started doing it, and he's like 1 for 5. But
I don't know.
all that said,
I'd probably go up there left-handed, to be honest with you.
But I was just going to say, all that said, you're in a situation where you're talking about, a lot of opportunity to go fastball slider.
Flex, you're the
Right.
you're the switch hitter on the podcast. What like give everybody an understanding of why he's doing this to begin with. Like,
Well, he's trying to eliminate the splitter, right? The splitter obviously is Yesavage's best pitch. He dominates lefties with it. But as a lefty, a splitter, a changeup, anything soft that moves arm side and looks like a fastball is going to be insanely difficult to deal with, because more times than not, you're swinging over it, you're looking stupid. So in order to get away from that, Tommy Edman's okay seeing Yesavage's slider. What I will say for Yesavage's slider, and probably why Tommy Edman's okay doing it, is because it has more of a gyro movement anyways. It's not like he's throwing it off of Tommy Edman's front shoulder and making him back off the plate. He's really throwing it over the plate and moving it downwards. So Edman's ability to see fastball and leverage that. There's your Max Muncy moment.
What
I
4-3
told
ball
you
game.
off a righty.
4-3 ball game. It was the
I
splitter.
mean, I think we both said it a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I said
You guys
Max
are both
Muncy's
all
going to
over
do
it.
something.
Yeah.
He was my pick to click for them from a standpoint of if they want to win the whole thing, all playoffs. He had
Okay.
to be a guy who did damage against right.
This is gonna be the best fucking ninth inning ever.
So you
It's
go-
gonna be so good.
So
Oh
now
my
you've got-
gosh.
now you've got Teoscar and potentially Tommy Edman from the right side. You can now basically go fastball slider if you aren't. I mean, the first splitter that he threw Muncy was horrendous. He got a really, really favorable call at the top of the zone. The likelihood here is you go fastball slider against Edman and Hernandez and try and get out of this inning.
I think if it gets to Kike though, you
go to Hoffman. Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
I think Kike is the automatic Hoffman's in.
Yes.
I think you might go to him earlier depending on how you believe he feels, regardless of the situation.
That was a sick play by Bo Bichette. Wait for this, Ryan. I mean, I didn't even realize Bo was still in the game. I would have assumed they brought IKF in for defense. I didn't even look.
He has a potential,
that is
very
a good play.
outside potential to get one more
Yes.
AB, which is why.
I get it. Especially when
God,
he
he
didn't have to base
smoked that
I know
ball.
that ball was demolished.
Gosh.
That ball was crushed.
What do you throw?
I will say though,
Slider?
I think I haven't looked at them, and I honestly might be flip flopping him. I don't think he's good against lefties right now in the
Mound
limited
visit.
sample.
They just went mound visit. Yeah, Savage is done.
Yeah. Nope, this makes sense. I
So-
like this a lot.
so let's-
This is the right answer.
Let's look at Hoffman's splits against
My God,
pitch
this is so
usage.
cool. Oh my gosh.
I'm interested in
Oh
this.
man.
I mean, listen, it's going to be the same mix that Tommy Edman would have gotten either way, right? From Hoffman. You're going to see fastball split against Edman now as a lefty. Ryan, you're on mute.
It depends on whether or not Edmund wants to switch over in this scenario against Hoffman.
I don't think he can, because I think then Hoffman can use a slider that's a little bit more east to west that can be kind of
I'm not
neutralized by. I think the
I'm not
biggest
denying that statement. I'm just making the point that
Yeah.
it's still he still is the same mix as Yesavage, so the thought process could easily still be there.
I think the reality of the situation is that he'll probably bat left-handed because he can take advantage of a fastball better.
If I'm being
And-
honest, he should, because
Yes.
it hasn't worked. Let's be clear.
And also too, doesn't Tommy have like more pull side
More
power from the left side?
absolutely has more power from the left side.
Yeah. So I'd probably just go up there left-handed.
I mean,
Plus, like you're
again,
like if he does make a mistake on, let's say, a slider, it's coming into the barrel path rather than.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I probably would just go up there left-handed.
I mean, if he goes up there left-handed, though, let's keep in mind too that the sliders that he's going to see should be if he executes at the feet. Otherwise, he's going to mainly be seeing fastball split here.
What a ridiculous conversation we're even having. Like, there's a switch hitter who's trying to figure out what side of the plate to hit from to try and neutralize pitches. I mean, that's fantastic. I think
so too. I got to go up there left-handed though. You got more port side power. If he does throw a fastball, you probably see it better from the left side. And like I said, if you do get a mistake slider, it's gonna be coming into your barrel path with more pull side power. I don't know. I'd probably go up there left-handed.
Listen,
if the score
I
remains
100% of the time that you're a switch hitter because you get a platoon side advantage. So like,
Right.
let's be a switch hitter.
he's going up right-handed. No, he's going up
He
left-handed.
is.
Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say I would have been
Yeah.
First pitch
shocked.
Twitter tells me he's.
I was so
left-handed right now.
confused. That is a really tough first pitch call.
Well, I mean, the high
That
slider
is-
just got called for a strike.
I will say the one to Muncy,
No.
the first pitch to Muncy that you savage
really
tossed. My gosh,
Ryan,
it was like 5 inches
saying-
above the zone.
Ryan, I'm saying umpire, not choice of pitch to throw.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. Sorry, that's what I was talking about too. I was saying the high one to you savage, just like Ops was saying.
Yeah.
Maybe before was worse.
I think, well, yeah, that's true. I feel like he's a little juiced up on that splitter, if I'm going to be honest.
I like this being the guy he's juiced up for, though. If I'm being honest.
Did he go back? Is he going to keep going back to it? It's 2-1.
I'm still 2-0.
Ooh.
I just got the two.
fastball.
I just got the 2-1. Oh, Blake Snell warming up.
Oh my
Bro.
God.
Kevin Cash,
removed
are you
from
watching
being-
right now?
Yeah, far removed from being taken out at 71 pitches.
You know, guys, we're here in a big spot, and they paid Hoffman a lot of money to come over and be in this situation, and he's the guy they paid, and now he's got a chance to close out this game. You've got Yamamoto and Snell in the pen. I love everything about this.
Dude, this is. I will
Cinema.
say though, I remember meeting you guys at the beginning of the season. It's crazy that this is like the last. This is the last
know,
inning of
I know.
baseball.
Yeah, this is
Potentially
wild.
last inning of baseball.
No. We appreciate you joining us for it. This is great.
I will say,
Yeah.
like, when you talk about a guy getting 4 outs, this is going to be the toughest. This is going to be the toughest part because I think there's a level for Jeff Hoffman of how do you amp yourself back up to go back out there? Like,
I think he's
obviously,
amped. This is as amped up as you could.
It's
Gotta
hard.
be.
it's hard
You
to sit
think?
down as a reliever. It is really hard to sit down on the bench as a reliever.
I think it's a person to person thing though, and I think what helps Hoffman is Hoffman has been a starter in the past at the
Yeah.
highest level, so I think that's a little bit of a benefit from him. As I do agree with you, his career relievers tend to be the guys who have a little bit more of a problem with that. And on the flip side, to Ops' point, we are talking about Game 7 of the World Series. I don't
Bro,
know how much
he's
extra
amped,
amp
like
he's
that-
gonna need. I mean, I'd be throwing water coolers.
Who's up back up for the Dodgers after all that? Kike Rojas, and then it flips.
Yeah,
Kike
Kike
Rojas,
Rojas and then Otani.
You're gonna get an Otani AB, no problem.
Yeah.
Do you think Miguel Rojas is getting an AB in the 9th? Like, do they have anyone else to get an AB?
Andy Pajes?
More
Yeah, okay.
Pajes, the guys on the bench are Pajes and Dean, Cole, Kim. Yeah, you're you know what who you're getting? I bet you get Cole.
Oh,
I bet you get Cole.
Yeah, I bet you
I
get
could see
Alex
that.
Call.
You get Cole. Because Cole is going to be a guy who's at least going to try to, more than likely going to force them to make a play. Of everybody on that bench, Cole's going to be scrappy, force you to make a play. He's hit extremely well in this playoffs and has not struck out a ton. I think he's the option there. And then you probably put Hae-Sung Kim in at second as needed. If the game continues, of course.
Wow.
if Miguel Rojas gets an AB in the 9th, I'll probably leave. To be completely honest with you, I will probably like that. That would
Ladies
be
and gentlemen,
insane.
he's gone.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know. This is a big, like, you got to keep it out one here. If they allow a run, I do not see Jeff Hoffman giving out more than one
Look,
run. I really don't.
You cannot ask for a better guy to be leading off this inning if you're Toronto. You could not ask for a better option right now if you're not going to have it be Vlad, Bichette, or Springer.
Yeah, I mean, last time he did it, they put up a run.
This is the hottest bat to ball guy on the face of the earth right now.
Before the pitch was
everything touches his barrel right now.
Before the pitch was thrown, by the way, I was about to say there is absolutely no way he's getting a first pitch fastball from Emmett Sheehan.
Yeah, he swung anyways.
He did not.
Would you have rolled Sheehan out for this 8th inning?
It's certainly an interesting choice.
I don't know.
I probably wouldn't have.
I would not have gone back to him.
He's been peppering fastballs. You have bat to ball Ernie Clement. Then you got
Roki threw a lot
I don't know.
last night.
It's not about it needing to be Roki. It's that you have higher end, higher leverage arms. Higher end, higher leverage arms. Are we about to see this on the 0-1? Yeah, you do. Blake Snell's in your pen and Yamamoto's warming up. Yeah, you do.
Oh! I thought you were referring to like Trinan.
No. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I don't mean it as like. I mean it as who's available. Right? The two guys are warming up. As much as I like Sheehan and the prospect of his future, because the guy's got great stuff.
Dude,
stuff's gross.
Ernie Clement has check swung like that no less than 25 times.
Go.
It's crazy. I mean, that's Tiger Woods. That is Tiger Woods stopping his driver swing on the downswing. That's crazy bat control.
Yeah. Maybe. Dude, the amount of angles he can get for different pitch types, he's one of the only guys that can like do that. It is incredible.
There it is. Ernie Clement, 30
postseason
hits.
record.
Postseason
record for hits, and it's a double in the friggin' it's a double in the friggin' gap.
I'll still repeat this. I have no idea why Emmett Sheehan is starting that inning. I'll die on that hill.
I told Flax today, I said, I am the first thing I'm doing is making sure that either by the full lineup or inning by inning, you're not seeing the same guy every single inning. I'm not allowing you to be able to game plan against each of these different guys. Shoot, one hop the wall? Come on, Ernie. What a dog, dude. Ernie Clement, postseason record. Who would have thought? What a guy.
I just tweeted MLB announces Ernie Clement wins player of the month for the month of October.
I love that.
I mean, these stats for the postseason are absurd.
You know,
and like not even just because it's Ernie Clement. Like you could literally pick any hitter in any of these lineups that if they put up the line that 72 at bats, 30 hits, 1 home run. He's batting .417. I mean, what world are we living in?
So you made a statement earlier. You've changed your answer. I've changed my answer. Turns out Ernie Clement has made the most money for himself in the next 10 years of his career as a utility man who will actually be on rosters moving forward on major league deals. Something that he was not guaranteed prior to the arbitration piece. It might not be the highest dollar figure, but the amount of which he may have extended his career during this season and last season, when you look at it, is impressive.
He's Kike.
Sure, that works for me.
I cannot get over what just happened, bro. I'm sorry. That move to start Sheehan when he's peppering fastballs and you're still peppering them against the best bat to ball hitter in the playoffs makes zero sense to me. Makes literally no sense to me.
You laid a fastball over the plate in a swinging count.
Why?
Against Ernie Clement in every count's a swinging count.
I have to be like missing something. I don't understand why. If that's the point of attack too, and you want him to go out there against Ernie Clement, why are you throwing him fastballs?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
So now that we're there, I ask again. We're bunting, right?
Can we also? Yeah, I would think so. Can we also talk about the fact that 30 hits in the postseason from like
nuts.
the 6 to 8 hole? Like we're not talking about the guy who is guaranteed 5 at bats a game.
Unreal.
Dude, we talked about it earlier. The Blue Jays lineup, there's a constant stream of guys that can just put together good at bats. And that's what you need in the postseason.
Nobody's a break.
Jimenez left on left. I absolutely am bunting here without a doubt. The beauty of it now is you could potentially pull a bunt down. I would probably try and pull a bunt towards second base because if you can get Snell off the mound moving away from third, Clement's got third base. got third base, and if you can make it so it's absolutely not in Freddie's hands crashing, then
Totally agree.
you may even get first base yourself. And the likelihood is you're going to get a Blake Snell sinker to do it, I would think.
I could not agree with you more.
Just a baseball play. It's really all it is.
Well, and again, it's us talking about where a lefty falls off the mound, right? There's reasons why. Again, you call it a baseball play, but I think it's really important that we talk about why you bunt in a certain direction, in a certain reason, in a certain situation. Why? Because it's a lost art in this game. There's a lot of teams who would not have their guys square here, which is mind-blowing to me, but I leave that alone. You've got a one-run lead in the bottom of the eighth in a playoff game, pushing across Ernie Clement in any way, shape, or form to give Hoffman a cushion, to potentially put Hoffman in a space where if he can get out Kike and Rojas or the bench, Ohtani comes up and cannot tie the baseball game. That run on second base could win you the World Series. There is no question about it. You got to find a way to move him through.
Can we talk about what Blake Snell is doing right now? Because I appreciate
he asked him to fix
it.
the mound.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's gamesmanship.
From a baseball standpoint, needing to slow down the Blue Jays and their energy. Oh my God, the 50-50 jackpot, $19.8 million.
Hell yeah.
Where are you seeing that?
Ben Verlander just tweeted it. He's at the game and took a picture and posted it. I mean,
You want to know a 50-50 at the Rays game?
Oh, Rockies game.
Yeah,
for the
I've heard they're high
10,000?
from my brother.
You'd be lucky to get like 20 grand, man.
That's crazy.
19 million. Wow.
Yeah.
So the one run that they didn't need to give up, most likely, odds are one probably scores. And I know Dave Roberts is a good manager at heart. I've questioned a lot of the stuff in the past, and I think he kind of did a little bit of his magic last year. He's made some extremely questionable decisions in October. I will not understand why Emmett Sheehan is leading the inning off pitching when he's high, only pretty much fastballs, and you're facing the best ball hitter in the lineup. It doesn't make sense.
You know
Does
what?
not make
Part of it
sense.
is, though
I
agree
really
with
like
you,
that.
You should have gone to the starter sooner or later. Part of it is the fact that their bullpen, actual legitimate bullpen arms outside of Roki, haven't been great. And I think it forces him in a spot where he doesn't have the ability to use actual bullpen arms. And tired starting arms is probably the reason why Sheehan was continuing to throw.
Right.
It's really difficult when your spot starter long reliever is your best option who's legitimately in your pen.
You gotta get behind the ball. Gotta get behind the ball, Jimenez. We gotta get this thing down. But I do love how early he's squaring. I just as a baseball player, watching big leaguers not be able to do what I think is the easiest thing in baseball, which is holding the bat still and hitting the ball with it. Like my college baseball coach got on a machine throwing. Whoa, what a move. Jimenez just slashed.
He tried to slash early. He tried to slash earlier in the series.
And then he absolutely laced the ball at Muncy. That was crazy. What a play by Muncy. Oh my.
Oh,
Also,
Muncy
You see Mookie
Yeah.
Betts? You see Mookie Betts?
phenomenal.
He went, wow. That was,
Phenomenal.
I think that's impressive
base
from
running by
both
Ernie
parties.
Clement. Ernie Clement to be standing on second base after that ball that just got put in play, that is seeing the ball down and knowing what's going on in front of you.
Dude, Andres Jimenez has had a good game. I'll
Really
give
good
him
game.
that.
Really good game.
For sure. I mean, outside of trying to stick his hand in the way of a pitch. That's a wild thing.
Yeah, but, you know.
I was going to say, my college coach
with
with
just not used well.
my college coach
Or
with
often,
a
sorry.
very far amount of time away from being in the box got in there on a random Tuesday with a machine throwing easily low 90s, was just placing bunt after bunt in perfect 45-degree angles for a sack. It's not a crazy hard thing to do. I get these guys are throwing hard, but for these guys, it's only so hard they see it every day.
Right.
Not getting that first bunt down drives me nuts.
Oh.
They're going to keep the
Not
bat out of Vladdy's hands too. Nathan Lucas.
Well, you have to have a righty on the bench here who plays the outfield, or just a righty on the bench that's coming in to take this AB. Do you not?
Davis Schneider.
Easy. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you
Yeah,
gotta
here
give
he is.
yourself
There's
some
Davis
platoon
Schneider.
size
Okay, there you
back.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know why I like Schneider too? Schneider saw Snell recently.
Yeah, this is not like a comfortable, or this is not uncomfortable. This is something that he has seen.
All right, well, could be a moment for Schneider here. Snell had some fun comments the other day, so let's see what happens here, because he needs to put his money where his mouth is, and he needs to find a way to get out of this inning.
What do you go with here? First pitch changeup.
To
I
Schneider,
don't know.
I do anything. I do literally anything other than a fastball up and in. I'm not throwing him the same pitch I know he saw perfectly, right? If you could sequence a changeup that's low to his feet, I think that's the answer. I like that too. Changeup on to off is what it looks like he probably threw. It's a called strike though, so more of a dot. Yeah.
Bang. Cash
Changeup.
it. First pitch
Changeup.
changeup.
Changeup made sense though. Absolutely good sequence.
Yeah, you're not going heater, and you're not having a hanging curveball, float over the zone on the first pitch.
No, you can't repeat what we did with the fastball up and in. You knew Schneider was looking for it. Who's he imitating this AB?
Nah, this is him. He's feeling himself. His home run the other night was himself. They
Was
couldn't
it?
figure out who it was.
Also a great block right there by Will Smith too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable.
seeing where that was. Lee.
So this is what I thought he was going to do. I was expecting him to go change up away, back foot breaker, but now he's behind 2-1.
He's trying to go anywhere but the fastball here. I might go change up again, which he did. Man,
You got
I
that
will
call.
say
That's what I'm
this,
saying.
I think-
The zone as the game has gone on has been
wider.
a little questionable.
Yeah.
And it's been
very.
wide over tall. We've had the one tall one called on.
I mean,
Sydney
Will
Sabbath,
Smith
but-
just moved his glove a full 1.5 foot on that changeup.
And you want to see Will Smith's framing metrics? That was really bad.
I mean, he was.
I'll have to send that one to KD.
He was late to a changeup.
Yeah, no, that was. You could visibly just see him slow. I mean,
Just like get around.
it's like, dude, it's like a freeze frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, good luck on that pitch.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, good luck.
Blake Snell's definitely thinking in his head, why didn't I just do that the other night?
Here we go.
I think it's
Oh, dude, holy crap.
yeah. It was disgusting.
Holy crap.
Keeping,
All right,
I'm telling you.
keeping the
Miguel
bat out of
Miguel
Vlad's
Rojas.
hand.
Miguel Rojas, go hit the
Cannot
ice bath. You're not
Yeah.
seeing an AB in this inning.
Listen, not only that, but they have to deal with Kike Hernandez to start the inning.
I think it's unbelievable that we're gonna see Shohei in this inning. Like this is
There's nothing you could ask more
Rob
for.
Manfred could not have drawn it up any better.
Hold on,
This
can
is
we use the golden
exactly-
at bat so that Shohei doesn't have to hit?
Can we use the golden at bat now so
So
that
he
he
hits
can
twice?
actually hit first and then he can hit again 2 batters later?
Love it.
I think you could potentially second guess the Jimenez slash, but like it almost was perfect. Like
No,
I love
I
You know
wouldn't
why?
second guess
You
that.
can't-
execute it.
You
You
also
can't
can't
second
second
guess
guess
when
it
you
because the
execute
next
well.
two guys struck out swinging.
Yeah, I mean,
If
I will
either
say
That's a
I
good
think
point.
ball and
Springer's,
play to the right side, absolutely.
I think Springer's last 2 at bats have shown how hurt he is.
The quarter zone
He
is
is
wearing
he is
off. team.
uncomfortable.
The quarter
He is
zone
uncomfortable.
I mean, he's playing
and-
with no obliques. Like both, they're gone.
Oh,
Miles
Miles-
Straw.
Miles
playing
Gold
left.
Glove Award winner Straw. Love it.
I mean, this is about as tight as it gets. I feel for Blue Jays fans because stomachs must just be in knots knowing that they're.
Oh,
gonna
I
have
don't
to see
feel
Shohei.
I don't feel bad at all, man. I mean, it must be nice winning a world championship potentially.
No, sure, right? Like this is what I said to Ryan last night. I said this to him last night, and I said, there's so many problems, like champagne problems that they're all dealing with right now. Of like, what do I do about this? What do I do about this? 28 other teams would trade places with them and have to figure those things out in a heartbeat. So
No question.
recognize it comes with that perspective, big P perspective.
Dude, this
Man.
is gonna be the most intense, I think, half inning that we've seen in.
And
my
Ryan-
only disagreement with you on that, Ops, is that the 2019 series where, yes, I know it's my team, the Nats winning, having nobody win a home game was the craziest crap I've ever experienced.
No,
The only game I went
agree.
to, we watched Bregman hit a grand slam into our section and got depressed.
I will say though, one of my first podcasts that I had in 2019, I still have it recorded. I had the Nationals in the postseason, like picture winning the World Series that year.
That's crazy.
Go us!
I had that, and then I had the Braves in their year and compare them to the Nationals.
Love it.
Oh my God, he almost just hit Kike to start the inning.
Hey, man.
You gotta wear that. You gotta
Instead
stand
of
in
So
there
you
and
think
wear
you
that.
think Alex Call is in for Miguel Rojas?
I think
I
it
can
gets
see
to be
that.
called
You gotta
over-
wear that, man.
I think it's called. I'll tell you if I think you should have worn it after we get back from commercial break.
That's crazy. Ryan, I just want you to know
You should have
you're
worn
gonna
it.
know you're gonna know how this
Yeah,
you're gonna know how this game ends before
you
you
guys.
see it.
I'm watching on this screen now.
For the,
I'm not
for
really
the sake
watching.
of our
I'm
for the
not
sake
really.
of our,
hold on.
of
I'm not
our
really
viewers.
watching on my screen now. I'm watching the freaking game day. Feel like
Oh, okay.
it's 2006
You're
again,
gonna
and I'm
see
waiting
it
for a home run banner to come up from
in
the top.
play runs,
Yeah, dude. Like,
in play outs. You're gonna actually now you're gonna know before us then.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm not looking at
No,
I'm not
we're
looking at you
game day.
guys.
I hate looking at this.
Oh man, yeah. This is getting the first one's important, right? Like making your pitch here and getting the first one is huge. I think Hoffman has had some down stretches. There you go. There's the first one.
Strike three. Good pitch.
Kike had a
Great
tough
pitch.
night. Kike had a tough night at the plate.
They, when they've needed him, as much as it hasn't been his best postseason, he had been really good.
Yeah.
Miguel
That's such a
Rojas,
tough
ladies and
pitch,
gentlemen.
too.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Miguel Rojas, ladies and gentlemen.
No, no, no.
Here's so hold on. Here's the thinking. Here's the thinking, and I totally get it.
Oh, come on. No.
No. Here's the thinking. I totally get it. If this was a 2-run game, Miguel Rojas is not hitting. Because it's a 1-run game and the guy on deck could send you into extras, you want Miguel Rojas's glove at second base.
Hold on. Hai-San Kim is just as good of a defender as second
Dude,
base. as Miguel Rojas.
He
I'm
hasn't played in a game.
You can play defense. I don't know.
I'm just
befuddled.
saying he hasn't played.
Dean played last night in a big situation and made a great defensive play.
He's
for them.
played numerous times in this postseason and made great defensive plays numerous times in this postseason. Kim is not in that boat.
You need offense here. You can't. I don't.
I mean, dude, if Miguel
Rojas
Rojas hits
is
a
up
home run, I'm
2-1,
logging
so-
off.
That's fair.
Bro.
We might just end the stream. This is this is one of those situations where if you're Hoffman, you can't let him get away from you, right? It's a 2-1 count? Yeah, 2-1 count I've got now. Yeah, my brother just texted and said, "Why are they letting Rojas hit? This makes no sense." So, I think everybody's on the same page.
I'll say to Dave Roberts' point too. Very, very lucky Blake Snell bailed him out because that could have been disastrous.
And I
Why
just
is
want to
Miguel
say,
Rojas hitting?
I just want to say, my Miguel Rojas take is not what I agree with is the right.
Sure.
move.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was just like my justification.
No,
for why
I
could
agree
see
too.
Dave Roberts doing that.
Listen, I like to play devil's advocate normally, so it's great when it's not just me doing it. No, I'm kidding.
I think, usually I just throw nonsense out there and
I
force you
know.
to. So
I
it's a
know
good,
it's great. I
good
love it.
flip of position. I mean, he's just pounding fastball now. Although I think he's setting up for a disgusting splitter, or either a disgusting splitter or slider.
Dude, Miguel Ross is having a good at bat. I can't even be mad at the guy.
Oh, I knew
I
he was
can't.
gonna after we were talking enough crap.
he is and he isn't. Those are two fastballs that should be in play. Like I don't care what it is that Hoffman throws. Like you're deep in the at bat. You have 2 strikes on you. You're looking for fastball away. The fastball that he fouled off first was a 2-1 fastball out over the plate. We shouldn't be late on that.
No, I agree. Am I surprised that he's late on it? No.
No. The way he's been hitting. How do you think Andy Pajes would have done here?
Oh my god.
No
oh my god.
way.
Oh my god.
Are
oh my
you
god.
kidding me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He hit the slider. Are you
oh my
kidding me?
god. Oh my god.
That's
Oh
insane.
I don't know anything. Oh my god.
That's insane.
Oh my god.
Ladies
Holy
and gentlemen,
shit.
it was a real fun run being a podcast.
Oh my gosh.
That's unbelievable.
Oh my god.
And now you have to face Shohei. And now you have to face Shohei in the tie game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love you guys.
I love you too. This is great.
That's
Fucking
unbelievable.
baseball is the best. Baseball is the best sport in the world. Oh my god.
That is
Holy
unreal,
shit.
man.
Miguel Rojas might be the hero for the Dodgers. I mean, the guys,
Can
this
I
is
say
reminiscent
this?
of
Hold on.
2016 with the Guardians.
Can I say this? Miguel Rojas
Oh
was
my
the last
gosh.
guy. Miguel Rojas was the last guy to leave the dugout when they left Dodger Stadium in Game 5, and they lost that game, and it turned back to Toronto. He was the last guy to leave that dugout, really soaking it in as a member of the Dodgers. A little bit of aura, a little bit of vibes. Let
That
Dave
was
Roberts
the
go.
that was the best postseason moment I've ever experienced. Ever.
Dude, Andrew.
That was
Andrew must be
insane.
Andrew must be losing his mind right
Oh
now.
yeah, no question, no question. That is.
And he could have. He
that
could have
is how
very.
we
He
Kendrick
could
off
have.
the foul pole vibes. That is Rajah Davis keeping the game alive. Against the
Dude, I can't even believe that just happened.
That is.
Oh my
That is
god.
next level crap.
Dude.
Now, here's the flip side. Hoffman comes right back, gets Ohtani on a decent splitter, a good enough splitter. Right?
Oh
And
my
we're
god.
0-2 here against Will Smith. Hoffman still has a job to do. And to his credit,
You guys are gonna have to take this away.
Guess who's
I
coming,
can.
Guess who's coming up to lead off the next inning?
Vladimir
For the
Guerrero Jr.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
If Hoffman can get out of this, with a tie game, and Vlad comes up and hits a walk off, you're gonna see that thing at the end of the ALCS when he says, "I was born ready," in the
Forever.
most
For the-
fire edits you've ever seen in your life.
I'm immediately tweeting after this inning Vladimir Guerrero Jr. walk-off home run just in case he does it.
Yeah, well, it's good to have it out there in the world.
Those edits though, Flax, will outlast us.
Oh, I hope.
Like
No, the MLB history in baseball account's gonna tweet it for the next 7 years.
Oh yeah, don't get me
I
started.
love it. I love it.
I know. All right,
Do not
everything's
get
been
me.
away. Everything's been away
You
to Will Smith.
cannot let Freeman get up here. You got to
Oh.
find a way to get Will Smith.
Everything's been away to Will Smith. Do you bust him in with a sinker?
No, he's too good on that type of pitch.
Oh
Bang.
my goodness.
Bang.
Got
Alejandro Kirk
Yeah.
said, let
Watch
me
how much
frame
better-
one, mug.
Watch how much that is so much better than Will Smith's frame.
Kirk, that's
Insane.
what Kirk does, bro.
He was not. I mean, he was perfectly on time with that. Vladdy knows too. Like as soon as that
Yeah.
ball got hit, he just goes, "Okay, it's
Yeah.
over."
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh, wait, and also, Ops, you thought Bo Bichette's hacks last at bat were fun? Wait till you see the hacks he's about to take this at bat.
Oh dude, I just tweeted it.
Let's see this. Oh, Alejandro is so sick with it. He is so sick
I mean, it
with
was so good.
I always knew that Lady Gaga's song was talking about him. I really did.
I cannot wait to make my thank you video for the year that people have supported all of us. This was the best season of baseball I have ever watched. And my team didn't even do well this year. Like, oh my gosh. I can't believe we were live for that, bro.
That was insane.
That was insane.
You guys seeing it on the game day before me, seeing the in-play
I saw runs. I said no,
and
no,
you guys
no,
you guys going
No.
nuts.
no.
I'm gonna have to go clip that later. That was incredible.
Oh, dude, please don't.
That was so funny.
Will K, we don't need 18 innings tonight, please.
Oh man,
I'm
gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Over and die. I'd love it because it'd be fun, but I don't know.
I don't
if
have
can
that
handle
in
another
me.
18.
I don't have it in me. I don't think they have it in themselves, honestly.
All right, so here you go. You ready for this? Is he facing Snell? Do we know?
I don't know yet.
Once we know, I'm going to tell you how this is going to go down with Guerrero.
I mean, that's crazy. I can't believe that just happened.
Awesome. What else could we ask for? All right, so first off,
I love all these guys tweeting too. Like all these players tweeting about this.
yeah, it's awesome.
It's fantastic.
I love you guys, bro. I can't even believe that shit happened.
That was
Miguel
wild.
Rojas, what the fuck? Oh my gosh.
So Ops, you'll like this. It was probably like my 15th or 16th birthday. Nats come back. We're at Nats Stadium. They come back. They're down like 7. Wilson Ramos comes up. It's a 2-run ball game.
Love Wilson
Ramos.
Ramos.
2-run ball games. But hold on, this is early in Wilson Ramos
It
when
is
he hadn't
Snell, by
really
the way,
started
Ryan.
raking yet. So my buddy and I look at each other, bottom of the inning, 2 outs, and we both go, "Oh no, not Ramos." Next pitch, bomb into our section to end the game. All right, here we go. So Blake Snell is going to try to throw the okie dokie to get a backdoor strike on him, and he's going to hit it out. It'll probably be on like a 2-1 count. That's what's going to happen.
Clip that.
We will soon.
Man.
If it goes the way I think it will.
If he doesn't hit a home run, I'll be very surprised. I'll put it that way.
Not scoring off an Ernie Clement
I told you.
double. Oh, threw it away.
This might be the
mean,
most obvious thing. It's gonna be Vladdy with a picture of Joe Carter right next to him, bro. You can already see it.
Can't throw him the fastball.
Right here. 2-0 pitch. He's doing it, bro. He's doing it right here. Like, there's no way.
You got to be ready for it, and you got to see it up in the zone. Otherwise, you're not swinging. I will happily get beat by a fastball at the bottom of the zone.
Oh my
He's not giving
gosh,
him
Blake
anything,
Snell.
man. He's not giving him anything. Dude,
can't blame him.
How patient is Vladdy here? I mean, this is so
By
good.
the way, I can't lie to you. It's Vladdy. Green light.
Oh, yeah,
Green light.
absolutely. This might be the best one he gets.
Green nuke.
Dude,
Did he do
you're
it?
telling me you're not a little bit nervous watching this?
Oh.
No.
Oh, my God, I thought he did it. Wow. I'm like every other fan out there.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, he almost did it!
3 hours swing and almost got it.
Just missed that ball.
Watching a baseball game with no audio is so tough, man.
Oh, yeah.
So tough.
But you know what's crazy? He's got to face Bo Bichette and then Addison Barger. And Addison Barger absolutely could hit a ball out left on left. No problem.
Wow, Vladdy just missed it. Holy hell.
Yeah. Just missed. Did you just see it?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Also, it was a high changeup. He never threw him the backdoor okie dokie.
No, Throwing a lot of changeups.
Yeah, agreed.
Tons of changeups right now.
All right, does Bo make $200 million right here on this next swing?
Just an additional $200 million, you mean?
A $200 million gap forms all of a sudden.
Yeah,
between him and the Jays.
Between the $250 he's already getting and the $450 he wants. What did he do? He hit a single.
Single.
Yeah. Oh,
and we've got a runner on. So here's what's the problem. Do you pull him to get some legs to move? No, I agree.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying I don't disagree. I'm just
IKF was
there it
out.
is.
IKF was out of the dugout before that ball hit the ground.
They had the discussion, but it makes sense, right? This
Yeah.
is what's tough. If this game goes to extras, you lose that bat in the lineup. You need to find a way to win the game here if you are Toronto.
Hey, thank you to everybody who's on the stream. We really appreciate all you guys If you don't already follow us, hit the follow button. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. Go watch our podcast there. Listen to it on Spotify, Apple. Ethan, any free press you want to give yourself? Any stuff you got?
I'm in
out there
heaven,
you
bro.
want to go see?
Bro, I got Starburst and like, bro, I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Hell yeah. I'm so far from having played a round of golf today. You ever have those days where like you do two things, two large amounts?
Oh, it feels like 2 days. Or yeah. Oh yeah.
My day has been separated by.
It's been an awesome day.
Oh, fantastic! This is every Saturday I wish I could ever have. Game 7 of the World Series and a round of golf.
So Barger here looking for a ball up over everything else, guys. He's looking for something to pop out of the hand a little bit more than likely,
right.
but you're looking for the ball
Awesome.
up.
That's the pit. That's what I was gonna say. He's looking for the curveball that comes onto his front shoulder.
If he can get it front door, great. It just needs to be up, and it's worth swinging at if it's him. Because if it ends up off the front shoulder, you have to be ready for it.
That was an elite level curveball. That's Blake Snell just threw there.
Well
That is,
executed from the spot that they're showing on this.
in the zone, but it's going to be really hard for him to do anything with it.
Especially a pull side guy like Barger.
Oh.
No question.
That is a tough strike call. I mean, it's.
I'm going to say this
there.
too. I'm not going to be mad if this game goes 18 innings. I'm going to be quite honest with
crazy.
you.
I'm
no. Bro, this is going to be the last baseball game of the season.
I know you're right. You're right about that.
Man, dude,
You
like
go back to soft. You go back to soft stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
I would say
think
so. Yeah. You can't throw them. You're not throwing them a heater.
So let's just talk about heat maps for the sake of everybody. I want everybody to notice, if you look on our screen, his heat map has everything that's just slightly in or out of the zone on the top upper right quadrant as cold, but anything that is in the zone in that quadrant is hot. This is the difference when we talk about where guys hit the ball. If Snell goes up and in, he cannot miss. It has to get into the hands. Right? That is really
Johnny
difficult.
Damon.
Oh, I know. It's Johnny Damon with.
I know when you guys
this
posted that, I was like, wow, that's actually like kind of insane.
all flags.
I saw
flags.
it. I saw it a long time ago, and then I was waiting. I was kind of
Injury
waiting
guy?
for like. Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh no.
I was waiting for like the right moment, and then when he hit that big grand slam, I was like, "Oh, that's Johnny Damon." Johnny Damon did that in the ALCS. That's perfect.
Yeah, not a bad moment to post that at, I would think. Like it's not
that
not bad.
it was. I mean, this has been one of the best. This has been one of the best postseasons I feel like I remember watching. Like
This is
as
the
a
best
whole.
World Series ever. Since I've been alive, this has been the best World Series.
When Ryan and I were in college and the Guardians Cubs World Series happened, that was up there with one of the best World Series that we've seen.
100%. Love
Just
Game
the
7.
moments, the back and forth, the rain delay.
Love Game 7. There's no other way to put it. It's cinema 100% of the time.
It is never not just grit.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've got Blake Snell out there again.
Oh,
What?
Addison Barger, I thought had an infield single. Yeah, who doesn't love a low cost Addison Barger? Still one of the all time, like even within like the last month, one of the all time craziest comments I've seen on this app.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
It was John Boy was just on their podcast. They were talking about like what the Yankees could use next year, and that was his comment. It was like a low cost Addison Barger like player.
You know the guy who's on basically minor league minimums right now? That guy? So they want a low cost version of that guy?
It's
Like,
funny
yeah,
because Addison Barger is like one of the most toolsiest players in baseball, bro. And like he might be just getting started if we're being completely honest.
No, but
Here's
you
the
can't say
thing.
you want a low cost Addison Barger when he's as low cost as they come already.
Yeah.
Also, like you can't state the most obvious. Like I'd rather you just say like I want a utility guy who's more bat to ball and gets it in play.
Yeah,
Like,
other than
don't
that, it's
name
like
a
it's like
guy-
the Astros signing Christian Javier for $10,000 out of the DR.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know how
Yeah,
cheap you might
everyone
get.
who doesn't?
What an
Like,
AB,
you and
dude.
20,
Come on.
You and 29 other
This
teams.
is sick.
Just making Snell throw, man. I love it.
Win battle.
Yeah, I mean this is such a
Win
good
battle.
at bat.
I mean, this is what this is. Both the Snell is on the hill trying to win the battle. Barger is doing everything in his power to stay on it, win battle. I mean, this is like
But we
this is peak
also
baseball.
we also imagine for Blue Jays baseball, if they walk it off in this inning, it's not going to be a home run. It's going to be like true
No.
Blue Jays baseball, like
Yep.
singles and
Oh my God!
Wow.
What an
Wow.
at-bat.
Wow,
singles
wow,
and
wow.
walk. I mean, Alejandro Kirk is coming up to bat with
Nails,
the
bro.
Oh, Ali Alejandro.
dude.
This is the guy to do it. He's the
Man.
freaking heart and soul of this darn team outside of Vladdy.
I have flipped on my view of Alejandro Kirk. I said this offseason when he signed his extension, I disliked the extension. I have completely 180'd, and I think it was an incredible move to get him at the dollar value they got him for. His abilities behind the plate, when he is going well at the plate, he's one of the best catchers in baseball.
So I don't know that they've showed anybody up. in
This
the
game's
past.
over.
No, I
You know what?
Not
How many
disagreeing.
times-
Not
I mean-
disagreeing.
though? How many times
Yoshi?
this postseason?
Is
Yeah,
it Yoshi?
No.
I love it. That'd be sick.
it's got to be. Who else would you go to?
Wow.
I love it.
Oh
love
my
it.
God, he's coming
Welcome
in.
to postseason baseball. baby.
Wow. Dude, this is
man
the it's
threw
the best game I've
yesterday.
ever seen.
6 innings yesterday.
I think it's fascinating that we have ended up in a situation where like the Dodgers super team for what it is has
Has
generated
become all starters.
absolute cinema on the mound. Like we're just and like this is what people need to understand about the Dodgers and like why the Dodgers are so good. Because if you look back a couple of years ago at the Padres had an insane amount of talent that they were willing to pay.
Soto,
People were
Bogarts,
up in
Machado.
arms about the contracts that they were willing to give when they first signed the Bogarts contract and Tatis and Machado. And then you added Soto when you trade from like all these pieces. And you're just like, why are we letting a team become this? And then they just weren't that good because you have to actually be a team. The fact that Snell and Yamamoto, without question, understand the situation of what the bullpen is. The bullpen understands the situation of what they are and are willing to say, let me throw.
Yeah.
Like that tells you a lot about the culture that they have actually built there. And I don't think people talk about that enough.
Hold on. We've had this discussion. And again, people in the chat, please feel free to comment on this because many might not like this. But guys, this is the whole point to me of why the discussion is not a salary cap. Right? At the end of the day, the Mets also have one of the largest payrolls, and they didn't even crack the playoffs. Guys, the games still get played on the field.
Damn.
It's really important for us to remember
That's
that.
catching a ricochet shot on
Yeah,
game
nice
7 of the
stray
World
right there.
Series.
I think that the other, but listen, I'm not wrong here, right? The other thing too, though, is it's about good business, and what people have to recognize is the Dodgers are the best business in baseball, and that's why they're in this situation. Guys are taking lower cost deals, ironically, over the overall total value of them to play on the Dodgers. It's not as if the Dodgers were the number one contract by total value to be offered to Ohtani, right? It's not as if they were on Yamamoto, but that was a year's perspective thing, right? People are coming to the Dodgers with better offers to go other places from a total value perspective. We have to remember that. It's the culture that they've built as well as everything else. All right, Yamamoto's on the hill. I'll shut up.
I don't even know how I approach this at bat if I'm Kirk, right? Like you're looking for something.
Hit the ball hard.
Can't believe he's in the game,
think
bro.
it's over.
Like what?
I will say this.
Oh my gosh.
Kirk's really. This is what I think is so smart about how good he is at hitting the high pitch and how beneficial that is to him. If he puts a ball in the ground, the inning's over. So the fact that he's
Oh my gosh.
whoa,
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
ran a sinker in. This is the other part about all these guys coming out of the pen. Not a one of them has been sharp.
I mean,
This
this first splitter Yamamoto threw was beautiful.
This is
To
an
his credit.
absolute grind time.
All right, hey, listen, your guy is up, Flax. Your dude is up.
By the way, when Kevin Biggio and Vlad Guerrero and Bo Bichette were on the team together, and we all said it's all these former players' kids, this was the one. This was the one who was meant to bring it home.
He wasn't on the roster that. First
I know he
year.
wasn't. I
But
know
no,
he wasn't.
I
but it
love
was
that that's the case.
The foretold prophecy was the three ex big leaguers' sons, and we thought it was Kevin Biggio the whole time.
Turned out it
Dude, I'm about to like pass out. This is bro, this is
funny.
insane, bro.
Deep
Oh
breaths,
my gosh.
Deep breaths. You're not on the field. You can do it.
Varsho being 0 for 5, we love to call this regressing towards the mean. I hope everybody's ready for it.
We have 800 people in here
Do we?
that have tuned in. That's insane, bro. Thank
Wow.
you guys. Holy shit.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. That's awesome. I mean, this is unbelievable. I think I'm still in the way of saying, like, how do you approach this at bat if you're Varsho? I think it's the same mentality. I'm okay if Yamamoto dots up a fastball or puts something at the bottom of the zone early. I'm looking for something up. I have less than 2 outs.
I don't know if he sees a fastball early in the count, to be quite honest with you. He's probably just getting something on the ground.
But what I'm saying is, like,
you've got to force him to dot 3 balls low and walk back to the dugout because Ernie Clement's coming up next.
Exactly.
Right? Like,
You're not
you
putting the
have
ball on the ground.
Correct. My only want in job. That's a good move by. That's a really, really good move by the
Who
Dodgers.
just came
Pages,
out?
Pages for Edmonds.
Pages to go in with the stronger arm.
Edmonds had some lower body issues as well. Plus the better arm. 100% agree with you.
I was just making sure Miguel Rojas didn't come out of second base and they didn't move Edmonds.
He's not now.
Because that would have really derailed my
I still cannot believe that.
That'd have been funny, Flex. Well, I mean, you hit a homer, so nothing could derail it. You were right.
Listen, I think, and Ethan, you hit on this perfectly. I think there are plenty of things that have happened that have bailed out Dave Roberts in this game.
I think so.
Immense talent helps with that. All right, Yamamoto coming set to Varsho. I mean, this is dream situation if you're the Blue Jays here.
Perfect start to the AB for Varsho.
There was
Perfect start to the AB.
no interest in that pitch.
Nor should there be.
See it up out of the hand. You gotta see it up out of the hand.
And then 2 strikes, then you play the game. But until 2 strikes, I don't give a crap if you throw that again. Spit.
Or not. I guess you're gonna swing at a. Yeah. How does this happen with game day? That it's just like, I think whoever's inputting the data is just behind.
Wow.
There you go. Now you're ahead.
Dotted that fastball.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you're not even swinging. You don't want to swing. You don't.
Right.
That's not a pitch you're going to do anything with man on third, less than 2 outs. Now you're going to choke up if you haven't already. You're still looking for something up, but your goal is to get underneath the baseball. And I hate saying that because I'll never believe that in a traditional sense. But, like, you can't put it on the ground. I'd rather see a pop-up or a strikeout here.
Oh, my God.
You got to be kidding me.
I don't know what happened.
Wow. You throw it home. He threw it home.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's running into a force out.
He
threw the ball home. It was a great play by Miguel Rojas.
Great play by Miguel Rojas. Holy
thank you.
shit.
I thought it was.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, Flex. He came in.
Okay.
Defense happened.
Miguel Rojas
When it said in play outs, and I saw the way the fielders were moving, I thought they doubled him off. That's why.
I get that.
I
And
thought
this
they
is,
doubled
by
him.
the way, challenging. Oh, was Will Smith on the bag?
Was he not?
He lifted
There's
his
no
foot
way.
up. You know what? I disagree with this. You
Nah,
shouldn't
he
get to win a
came
game.
back on. I still think he came back on before
I
he
agree.
touched.
Either way, a game shouldn't end on that.
Yeah, but they should
Wow.
challenge it.
Yeah, they are. They're in the middle of a challenge.
Why are we
Oh, it
showing
was
the view where the
tight.
umpire's ass is in the view of the entire play?
Oh, he's back on it. He's out.
Yeah, wow. Good play by
It
Will
was
Smith,
close.
too.
Can I
That's
say this?
insane.
Can I say this?
Say it.
Why are we sliding into home?
I don't know.
Run through the bag.
He's out.
Yeah.
That's honestly, I do kind of agree with that because it is a force out.
He's not blocking you. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh my God, he just got him.
It was as tight as it could have been.
Well,
he's out. Guys, it
here's
doesn't
We've had
matter.
everything in this
If
game,
Ernie
bro.
Ernie Clement is finding his
hit
4th hit of the game.
31. If Ernie Clement finds hit number 31, it's truly. I mean, I think he wraps up post World Series MVP and steals it from under Trey Savage.
He should if he does.
He should. Oh, 100%.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is that down? Is that down? Oh my God, they ran into each other. Oh my God, Pages caught it. Oh my God, that was the craziest play. I cannot believe they just ran into each other. And
Oh my God!
That was an
Holy shit,
unbelievable
bro!
play.
This game is bro. Holy shit, bro! This is awesome. This is this is insane, bro.
I mean, this series has been unbelievable.
This is- Oh my god.
So low key, let's talk about them bringing pies into the game. I don't know if Edmund can get to that ball.
Yeah, but Kike would have caught it. Kike
Yeah,
was
there.
under
You're
it.
right. You're right.
It doesn't matter.
You're right.
That's
You're right.
actually
You're right.
Kike's ball. But I don't. Here's what's wild, right? Like, given the situation, they were both playing really far in because a base hit, you want to have a chance at a force out at the plate.
Yeah.
And he literally, I mean, Ernie hit a ball as deep as you could hit it without hitting it out. That is a crazy.
I
way
can't
for that
believe-
inning to end. I also can't believe Ernie swung at that pitch. By the way,
I can. What do you mean?
one batter earlier.
He put the barrel on it.
One batter earlier, and it's a walk off. Oh boy, Sir Anthony.
Oh, it's your boy. He's in. Sir Anthony. All right.
I think
well.
honestly, I think
I'm gonna fill
Phillies
up my water.
fans.
Flax is getting flashbacks right now.
I think that
You have
Phillies
no
fans
idea.
care
Ops. You
more.
have no idea.
I think Phillies fans care more about.
This is the
Sir
best.
Anthony.
My mom's in here right now.
Wow.
This is one of the best. This is one of the best. This is one of the best World Series games.
Insane.
Best baseball game I've ever seen. Not even close. I mean, unbelievable.
I can't believe they didn't
Except
finish that out.
for
Except for Game 7. Except for Game 7 of 2016. Wow. Expect anything different? This is what we want.
My mom's clearly having some fun too, bro. But
I love it.
yeah,
I love
that
it.
is
Game 7. It gets the people going.
the,
How about
the
a
fact
ninth
that
inning from Miguel Rojas?
I
Yeah,
can't
I mean-
believe he had a home run. And then he made a great ass play. Like,
Wow.
Joe
man,
Rojas' last home run.
September 19th.
Okay. That was reasonably a month and a half ago. Is that sooner than Mookie? Or is Mookie's the same day?
Good question.
Mookie's catching a straight too. He's not safe from the straight. I probably.
When
I
was
can't
Mookie
believe Andy
last
Kah
year?
has caught that ball.
I know. That was a lot of ground to cover.
Also, I will say, if you're Kike, right? And I'm assuming Andy Paz is probably calling the ball.
That's a
Why are
honestly. Hold on. That ballpark is the loudest ballpark.
Oh
in
yeah,
baseball.
yeah. Totally
I
slipped
don't
my mind.
care. I don't care who you are. There's no way Kike could hear anything
Damn.
he was saying.
Flax, it looks like Sir Anthony threw exactly the pitch you would have started Freddie Freeman with.
September 19th. September 19th was Mookie Betts' last home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Flax, did you see
thought
that
I thought I
fastball
wasn't
that Sir
crazy.
Anthony started Freddie Freeman off with?
No, middle.
Yeah.
You said Mookie's was September 19th?
Yeah,
I think that's the same.
Same day.
Yeah, it's the same day.
Same day.
that's what I'm
They
saying.
home run on the same day.
Yeah.
What the?
So
tweet that.
I think Mookie's due.
Tweet that, bro. That is crazy.
Freddie? Oh no, Miles Straw's got that in a heartbeat.
Oh my
Miles
gosh.
Straw can literally cover all of Nebraska by himself. And that's a lot. I've driven through that. place.
Dude, Freddie's poking that ball to the track is crazy too. Did you see Shohei's double last night?
Yeah.
That was one of the craziest swings I've ever seen. Poking a ball and one hopping it.
Yeah,
is insane.
Yeah, it was. I think I tweeted about it. Like, it's so hard to explain to someone who doesn't watch baseball all the time how ridiculous it is that happened.
So you got Betts, Muncy, Teoscar here, next three for the Dodgers. Mookie, this is big time for Mookie to find a way on. We all know it. That's Captain Obvious level stuff here. I say that from a standpoint though of I think this is a good matchup for Muncy, right? Because this is a guy who's very liable to do what we saw on the first pitch to Freeman, which is all of a sudden the fastball's just right over the middle of the plate.
Yeah.
And like this
Yeah.
is like, and we're talking about a guy who has slight arm side run on his fastball.
Moves
This
into
is
the
going to go
barrel.
back towards the barrel. So, from a Dodgers perspective, Mookie can find a way on. You could turn this into a 6-4 game and a flash.
Also,
I think
didn't get that
I-
1-1 call either.
Ethan, I will say, I think this is probably the guy that raises my blood pressure, and these were the games that raised my heartbeat when I was watching the Orioles during the season.
He's
He'll
on,
do-
so
This is what he'll do. Like, he'll walk Mookie, he'll walk Max Muncy, and then he'll K Teoscar, and then he'll K Andy Pajes and end the inning.
I used to watch Diego Castillo and Jose Alvarado back to back in, I think it was
In the
2018.
hospital.
You talk about walking the bases loaded or automatically walking two guys on and then throwing some of the three nastiest pitches to close out a baseball game. I mean, it happened almost every other time.
That was
my
a
analogy to it
disgusting
is that what I used to call the Cody Allen effect in Cleveland. Cody Allen
Yeah,
would walk
Cody-
the world, and then he'd strike
Yeah.
out 3 batters, and then your heart rate was up, but he always closed it out. He worked
Rose
himself into
first pitch
trouble.
though. Yeah,
He's got
Cody
so
Allen.
much-
Cody Allen was an absolute dog. I wonder what he's
got
up
so
to
much
right now.
He's got so much downward movement on the
Shout out
fastball.
Cody Allen.
Shout out my mans. Yeah, this is I mean, these are good pitches that he's throwing, and these are really good takes from Muncy.
Absolutely.
But again, it's the same thing we've been talking about. Like, these are guys that are just looking for the ball up.
Right. You can't roll into a double play here and end the inning.
I think there was well, never mind. I'm not going to say it because that's probably the dumbest thing I could say.
Dude, that guy in the white shirt, every close pitch, immediately jumping up and putting his hands over his head. I think every
Which
close
guy?
pitch.
Which guy in the white shirt? The old man who's just wearing a straight
Hold on, let
plain
me-
white shirt?
No, the guy with the backwards hat. That's like
Oh,
behind the
in the
guy in the
Jays
blue.
jersey.
Yeah, with the backwards hat, every pitch is going.
Yeah. I'm starting to see it. I mean, he leans over the chair and then does it again.
Yeah, you talk about a pitch to hit.
He's getting that 1 foot closer view.
This is so
Think
tough.
Max Muncy wants that one back.
You have to
Yeah,
like
but I told you that was going to happen. He was
Yeah.
just going to let a fastball basically go middle.
give me a low one, turn it into a. Oh man, what happened?
Didn't miss that one.
No, he didn't. Oh God, he almost took off Dominguez's head. All right, there you go. First and second. Now it's time for Teoscar and Andy Pajes to K.
It's either that or it's time to bring in any other arm.
I mean, yeah, but now in the back of your head, you're thinking, are we going 18 innings? Do I need to save guys?
Oh my god.
You got Jimenez then top next inning. You can't think that way. You got to find
know,
a way to
I'm
get to
kidding.
your next inning.
Who do they have left? I mean, everybody, but I would assume you think Bieber's the next guy, unless you go left on left with like a Fluharty or a Little. You can't go Little. That's the last man out of the
You
pen.
got to feel bad for him too. Like it's
What have you done
like
for me
every-
lately?
yeah, it's at every like big moment. It's just been brutal for him.
There is zero comfort on that slider from anything that he's
Next
anything
one.
anything that he's getting around the ball on to spin seems very uncomfortable right now. Sweeper wasn't good either.
This is a guy that you cannot leave one of these up to as well. And pitch 2 looks like he does, and he gets away with it.
Yeah. What's pitch number 3? That's a better one. Off the plate. That's where
Yeah,
it's
on
got
to
it. If it's
off,
gonna be
much
if it's
better
gonna
pitch.
be up in the zone but on to off is gonna get swings a lot of the time.
This is now where I attack inner half to Teoscar with the fastball, setting up another sweeper onto off.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage of this here.
You guys are so much more composed than I am.
You're talking to 2 men's league champions, so we've been in the moment before.
Yeah, that guy, one of the guys you're talking to here threw 131 pitches.
I did. I started the game and threw 131 pitches.
That's insane.
Yeah, what's even more insane is I only threw 6 innings.
No.
It wasn't
No,
my
that's
best.
That's like a classic Tim Lincecum outing right there.
I didn't have my stuff. It was a very grindy. That was a horrendous sweeper. That was a cement mixer that just slipped out of his hand.
So the irony is you set up the fastball there. You got to hit that exact same
Yeah.
spot with the fastball.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you did give yourself, you can take advantage of it if you can throw it right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same
That's
pitch
a
you
great-
called Will Smith out on.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
the
that's a
same
good
thing.
take.
It's the same pitch. Oh, and Kirk caught it well, too. It was a hair more outside the way he set
Dude,
up.
game
to it.
days live as live can be, man.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh my God. See what I don't what I don't like there is going back to the fastball. I don't like going back to the fastball. Throw the sweeper on the outer half. Dominguez has got to be done, right?
They have
Nope.
anybody ready?
I don't know.
They haven't showed the bullpen.
Bieber?
You got a
Passan
lot of-
hasn't tweeted in forever.
You got a lot of strikeout with Bieber, so it would make a ton of sense.
I mean,
If Andy Pages needs a moment, it is right here, bro. Right here. No
His
bigger moment
WRC
for him.
his WRC plus would shoot through the roof, and he would no longer be the lowest WRC plus ever.
What is it right now?
I don't know. I think it's
Not
might be
great.
negative.
I think the Brewers team was negative going into game 4.
I think they were like -2, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. They were in the negatives.
This is also like Andy Pages liable for double play. I got to play infield in here, right?
Yeah,
Or
you're
you
going
playing-
home
or
to- you're
you
going
playing
home-
middle
you're going
back?
home to-
I don't know. You'd like to think
Pages
Andy Pages
is-
puts one in the air here.
Pages is
I would
quick.
like to think.
It's really hard for me to put him middle back. 'Cause
Yeah,
of that.
infield's in.
Yeah, I like
We're
this.
just-
I think you're cutting them down at home. But here's the thing: Sir Anthony's calling card is the K. This is a guy you can K. You gotta hunt the K. There's no question about this.
Yeah. You hunt the K here for sure. Getting ahead's helpful.
Well, yeah, he hasn't done that well. He also
just
threw
has no
sweeper,
feel
two
for
sweepers high.
Yeah,
Same
even the. I mean, the swing and miss
field
on the first pitch is ideally not where he wants it either.
No.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah, everything's
good.
just
Fox let
popping
us know
out.
The bases are loaded. Thanks for that.
Wow. That
Calling that a ball?
could have been called. You might see some
What are we
ABS
doing behind
tweets.
the plate, man?
Wow.
That's horrendous. Are we asleep back there?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like we are so far removed. Ooh, in play outs.
I think I'll force that at home.
Yep.
Yeah, got
Nice
it. What
job
a
by Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez right to the chest.
No question. No hesitation.
Chestnut checkers. Well,
He's that dude.
well.
Oh, is
It's
it Kike
Kike.
in a huge spot?
I mean, this is nuts, man.
Talk about, you're right though on that pitch. Talk about Kirk with a textbook frame. Thumb is beautifully under the baseball, comes directly up through it.
I know. That's
it
an
out in front.
inexcusable call, in my opinion. That has to be called. I mean, I don't understand how that is like if Andy Pages doesn't ground out there and he gets ahead in the count and does something, that's a call where you look back and it's like, wow, that literally could have costed us a world championship. I mean, that has to be called there.
Where are the Blue Jays at in their lineup?
It's Jimenez top.
Where the heck did that sweeper come from? That was the best sweeper he's thrown all inning.
Jimenez top, but that doesn't matter till there's an out that happens here.
No.
right?
I mean, it does. It matters regardless. They're getting their at bats.
That's fair.
I'll tell you what, if Kike gets a cement mixer on the inside part of the zone, he's not missing it.
It's going a long way.
He's not missing it.
Not only is not
Oh.
missing it, it's going a long way.
Look at
Wow.
Dominguez getting over. Look at Dominguez getting over. What a play. They're absolutely going to challenge this, right? Is it use it or lose? Oh, no, we're into extra innings. How many do you get? Kike, man, that's some nice hair.
What did he ground?
Oh, yeah,
out
he's
to the
out.
pitcher?
No, to Vlad. Dominguez couldn't reach it.
Okay, so Vlad PFP.
Vlad PFP, reeling
What
a
a
toss.
I mean,
But it was
Just
weird.
got
It was
him.
a weird play, and Dominguez had to find the bag.
but can we just continue to talk about the level of defense Vlad is playing right now? Spin around, locate the guy at first. I mean, what a play from an overall perspective. Dominguez getting over is important, right? Without the PFP there, you're screwed. Unreal, man.
Yeah.
What a game that we are getting, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
My Phillies fans and my Orioles fans out there know that that was a classic Sir Anthony Dominguez inning.
100%. Again, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We're the Baseball Unstitched podcast, dropping episodes every single Tuesday. We've had a really, really fun playoff. We do generally come on for a live stream during the season on Fridays. And during the offseason, we'll probably be every other Friday if we can make it happen. But definitely like, follow, subscribe. If you're not already following us on Twitter, we are also on Instagram and TikTok. Podcast dropping every Tuesday morning on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. And then the guy maybe at the top of your screen, I don't really know what's going to swear at the cameras. Ops Baseball. If you're not already following that dude, I don't know what you're doing. You just don't. It's just
You're
like
all
leaving Miguel
you're all
Rojas.
definitely following him because that's why you're here.
Oh my gosh, this is just unbelievable.
This is everything you want. It's everything
And especially
you want
like
out of a Game 7.
two bang force out plays with the bases loaded at different bases, like a nail, and both guys struggling to find the plate and a guy struggling to find first base to barely get him. Like you cannot draw that up any better.
No,
We've been
that was
really,
crazy.
really hard on baseball fundamentals. We've watched both teams make very good plays at the plate in important infield in situations. So we do need to call that out. Andres Jimenez, again, can't talk about his defense and overall awareness anymore, right? That was a slightly off-balance throw. Could have also bounced off the mound, so we had to be ready for a ricochet one way or the other. Comes up off his back foot and throws an absolute laser beam right to the chest of Alejandro Kirk, as Ops pointed out. This is something else. And now the Blue Jays get to go bottom top. They get to go bottom top.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
is this not the most obvious George Springer walk-off home run that you might have ever seen?
After the last couple at bats have looked tough, yes, actually.
I think he finds the barrel here.
Yeah. No, I mean that. Yeah,
Yeah.
likelihood states that his slug comes into play right here.
Who's coming out for the Dodgers?
I think they're keeping Yamamoto.
Yamamoto. Well, Yamamoto still has to probably come out, I'm assuming.
Doesn't have to, but he is.
Yeah, I mean,
I would throw Yamamoto too, as long as he can say he can go. There's nobody else I'd
Yeah.
want on the hill if I'm the Dodgers, other than maybe Roki in this scenario. But you've overworked Roki.
Well, that's right. And I mean, they did not seem phased by him last night.
No, and I also don't say it as if they haven't overworked Yamamoto here too. But I look at the age gap and
very
the play-
different.
No, in the playing experience, right? That's where I want to make sure that this is stated. The age gap, the playing experience. Yamamoto is a guy who you trust to know his body well enough to go out and do this. You just got Roki's stuff
His
back.
stuff.
You just got
his
Roki's
stuff looks
stuff back.
sharper.
It's a guy who's coming off of some dead ball or dead arm issues.
His stuff looks sharper.
this splitter's so gross, bro.
Yeah. This stuff
So
is nasty.
gross.
Is this AB already over?
Yes.
It's done.
3 pitches.
Commercial break?
I wasn't even getting to watch the game before that happened.
Can I tell you this? This right here is the makings of like another 2 or 3 innings watching these at bats.
I know. I agree.
But I will say this is much better than the Buffalo Bison's lineup that Toronto threw out there for innings 12 to 18 in the last one. Oh, he almost hit Springer on the first pitch.
I still can't. I mean, Yamamoto
Right here, bro.
Yamamoto
Right here.
throwing 6 innings yesterday.
We're lined up for a classic Miles Straw AB.
This is awesome.
Bro, Miles Straw walk-off home run. Miles Straw and Miguel Rojas. Unsung heroes.
I mean, is Miles
I'm
Straw
gonna-
had a World
I'm gonna-
Series AB in the last, like, I think of the 7 games, he's had 4 games he's had at bats in?
I'm going to say
Who'd have
it,
thought
too.
that?
Just so you know, if Springer gets on here, even with 1 out, Miles Straw's bunting, guys.
He should.
I know. Give Guerrero a
better-
chance to win the damn game.
He should also square earlier than last time.
Well, not going to disagree with that.
This is awesome.
3-0 hacking. How about it, Georgie? Damn.
Would have thought that. Would have thought so.
He's parking one here, bro. Like,
Honestly,
there's
he didn't.
So
he
obvious,
didn't see it
dog.
well. He didn't see it well. Watch his take.
I'm still 2 pitches behind that team.
I know you are. I'm just waiting for it to say in play runs.
Oh,
Strike
wow.
2 got in there with a splitter over the plate splitter. Now you just go high fastball and you get Georgie to swing right through it.
Or that.
It's gonna come out of or that. I was gonna say it would come out of a similar tunnel to the splitter, and it would give you enough leverage for him to be slightly late. Dude, it's amazing he doesn't twist into a knot every time he swings.
I know. No, this is like one of the most like bulldog, just get through it performances. The fact that he's taking AB. This is a good AB, by the way,
The fact
too.
that
just
he's
fouled
3
off
for
of his
5.
foot.
The
Yeah,
fact that he's
no,
3 for 5 tonight.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's not like
it-
he's just taking at bats. What did he strike him out with? Oh, that was gross. Right on right splitters are devastating. Dude, I still can't believe Vlad missed that one opportunity to hit a walk-off bomb.
He might be
I
getting
thought that
another-
ball was gone, especially with no sound on. Oh, I thought that, I thought it was
know.
way gone.
You think we get a Miles Straw hanging splitter ball game?
If Miles Straw hits this out to win, I'm gonna.
I'll deactivate.
Don't say that. You already almost had to because of Miguel Rojas.
Dude, Miguel,
Get out of play.
Miguel Rojas leads off next inning, by the way. I mean, I just want to see what the top of the Dodgers order is able to do.
The other night when I was watching the game, I saw like a take on a swing, and I was like, that could only be Miles Straw. And then I realized Miles Straw was in the game in Game 5.
He's due. Give him that.
Yeah,
He's for
yeah.
sure due.
When was the last time Miles Straw hit a home run?
You don't want to know the answer.
I don't even want to try and find that.
He went through a stretch with the Guardians where it was like a full season and a half.
I was gonna say I think he was the last player to hit one, or maybe he didn't even hit one that year.
That's what I'm trying to say. It was over a full 160
It was July 30th. Guess who he hit it off of?
Yamamoto.
No, he went 3 for 4 and hit it out against the Orioles. He went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs and a home run and a double. That might have been Miles Straw's legacy game.
It could have been.
Andy did it hitting leadoff.
All right.
I
Moving
cannot
on
believe Miguel Rojas, bro.
The 11th.
Miguel Rojas wins the World Series MVP if he does if he does something else or what?
Yo. Yeah, he hit it off Dean Kramer.
Dude, Dean Kramer owns us, bro.
Yeah,
look up right now. Look up Dean Kramer's
I know.
stats against the Rays. It is disgusting, dude. God, that guy owns us.
He, you know what? It's because of the time of year that you face him. Like, if you look at the schedule, it's the weirdest thing. Like, the Orioles and Rays play so much in the middle of the season, a couple at the end. They play the Red Sox at the beginning of the season and the end of the season. They never see them in the middle of the year. They see two different teams. It's the craziest thing.
I gotta look up these stats, bro.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm pulling
Oh
it up.
my god! Wait until you pull it up. Read it out loud too, if you can. Disgusting numbers against the Rays.
Okay, yeah. Batting average against 190. He's got a. Why can I not see? Where is his? Why? Could you just? Show
Do you
me
want
the
me to-
ERA?
do you want me to read
it
you
out?
how-
I don't know. It's
Dean Kramer in 11 appearances against the Rays is 5-1 with a 1.64 ERA, bro. Owns us. Every time we face Dean Kramer, it's pretty much an auto loss. I'm willing to bet the game that we did lose against him, I guarantee you he didn't do that. They
like
probably
it was
just
a
didn't
tight
score any
game.
runs for him.
Yeah, it was a tight game, and he just lost like 2-1.
1.64 ERA
That's crazy.
in 11 appearances is crazy, dude. Crazy.
He'll be a solid number 5 for Baltimore next year. If they don't
I think
trade him.
so. You guys will be good next year. Like I wouldn't even really be worrying too much. You have full season of Basayo, see what Dylan Beaver can do if he's like a platoon option. Like,
I'm not worried about the offense.
no.
That's clearly not the problem. Do you think that John Smoltz and Joe Davis are just like having PTSD?
Yeah, 100%.
It is
You
Beaver,
don't
by
want
the way.
this game to go like more inning. I don't know. I think this
It's
is
not about it going
awesome.
more innings. It's about the fact that calling it for that long is not an easy thing to do.
Oh yeah, what do you talk about?
Miguel Rojas thinking that in the 11th inning after he hit a home run, talking to the umpire about a bag call's worthwhile. Crazy work. What a nice play by Ernie Clement. Wow. He made that look so easy. I thought that was going to be a much tighter play.
Slow roller.
Yeah.
That was a good play.
Made it look very, very easy.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, split city, right?
What? No, put him on.
Nope.
Wow.
Never mind.
First pitch.
I'm
Man's
wrong.
just back-to-back ABs. Man's just giving away outs.
Yeah, by the way, beautiful play by Clement.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Beautiful play by
This was a
Clement.
nice one by
His-
IKF too.
His
Handled this play
ability
well.
for everybody watching that play to set his body up in the right way to allow that backhand to take him towards the bag is a very difficult thing to do on the move. Very nice play there by Clement. Excited to see what IKF does here.
By the way, this at bat and this guy right here, this is the at bat you need to lock in for. You cannot take a moment off against Will Smith.
Nice job by Bieber getting real in on the hands of Otani there. Was that a
Uh-huh.
cutter?
It was a
It
cutter.
was. Yeah.
I would have expected splitter, and I think Otani was expecting it to kind of dip back into the zone.
I would agree. Yeah, this is a tough AB because Will Smith has been hot of late, seeing the ball well, barreling balls left and right. This is one where if you leave,
Oh, did he do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Will Smith
Oh,
just
he
took the
did.
lead 5-4.
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, you got behind 2-0, and then you laid a cement over the
Wow.
plate, man.
that was the pitch I was just about
Holy
to say.
shit.
I told you. That's the
I
at-bat you got to
agree.
focus on.
Wow.
I mean, this
Flax,
game
you've been
was
pretty
in
good on this
hand.
one. I won't lie to you, man.
This game was in hand. It felt like for the Blue Jays. Man, this is going to be if they can't find a run next inning, this is going to be a tough one to swallow.
Oh yeah.
Next inning you've got
This
Guerrero,
This
IKF,
This is Guardians Cubs-esque.
Barger.
This is
Yeah.
Guardians Cubs-esque of 2016. It's been 9 years since we've seen a game 7 like this, but we're seeing it again here.
This is unbelievable baseball.
This is peak cinema.
I can't believe that I get to watch this, bro. This is a blessing to be able to just be able to watch this baseball game.
I
What?
hate
Gosh.
this for I hate this for Bieber.
You got to execute that pitch. I was literally about to say if he leaves a spinner too far over the plate, Will Smith's going to
Yeah.
park it. And before I could say it, Will Smith parked it.
Well, in the Blue Jays, in their own right, they had bases loaded with 1 out against Blake
yeah.
Snell, and they couldn't get a run across. I mean,
yeah. They've had plenty of opportunities. You can't look back and say like, we didn't do the thing. Like, they've had their chances. Man. And it's not going to be easy. You got to go against Yamamoto, and I would say that the longer he throws, the sharper his stuff is going to get.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you.
Will Smith MVP, yeah,
He probably
yeah,
is
oh,
now.
yes.
did it in multiple games.
Yeah.
It's a good pitch.
You gotta, dude. If Toronto ends up losing this game, this might be one of the most deflating. I mean, I don't know if you could think of a more deflating game.
No, yeah, I mean,
It's a good
It
backdoor
absolutely
curveball
would
there.
be.
This is classic baseball, boys. Everybody
yeah.
always has a chance to win. It's just more obvious in some than others. And it's very obvious tonight.
wow. I knew after the first.
All right, here we go.
I knew after he got 2 quick outs, because it's the same thing that happened with Will Smith the other night with Gossman. He got 2 quick outs, faced Will Smith, got behind, put something over the plate, home run.
Yeah, but that cement mixer city, right? That's what I was worried about with Bieber here, is leaving spin up, especially to Will Smith, who does such a good job of staying on the baseball, like you say, Flax. So one of the big things that does for him and allows him to do is be on time for the breaking stuff when it is over the middle of the plate. And we watched it happen. And we
So
watched it happen.
I want people to understand, like, a better way to, like, not a better way to explain that, but like another way to explain that is like 2-0. Will Smith is trying to drive a fastball through the scoreboard in dead center. So when you hang a slider, his timing for being fastball middle, back up the middle is a little bit more out in front, and catching the barrel on the slider just a few miles an hour slower, and he parks it to left. He also almost missed it. Like he almost just flew out to
Yeah,
left.
he just got enough of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just had enough backspin coming down in indoor conditions that it's not getting held up. Physics.
All
The
right.
game is far from over still.
Feels like it. But I think if there's a dugout, I mean, again, either of these dugouts probably fit into this equation, but if there's a dugout that's going to be able to handle that and then step back out there and say, we have the middle of our order, right? We have Guerrero and Barger this inning, and Varsho and Kirk.
So what I really like about this overall situation here, on the flip side for Toronto, is I think you have to pitch to Guerrero here. I really do. You're not going to put the
Oh,
game
yeah, no
first
doubt.
when nobody
Yeah.
out, right?
No doubt.
So you're giving your superstar, who again 0 for 4 today. We all know he's generally a better hitter historically and statistically than 0 for 4. Heavily expect. By the way, Hae-San Kim replaces
Your boy
Miguel
came in.
Rojas at second.
What?
I think now is a crazy time, I think.
What?
So all I was getting at here is we always joke about regressing towards the mean. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. being 0 for 4 with a walk. Higher probability that this man finds a barrel. And what happens is the next question.
The game is far from over.
He's
far from over.
Can we take a look at can we take a look real quick at this? These bullpens. Look at all the guys left.
Oh yeah.
They're all bullpen arms.
Yeah.
We're just seeing starters
say
that we've
too-
seen all series throw.
Yamamoto cannot walk Vladdy to lead off the inning.
No.
Absolutely
Leadoff
cannot.
walks. Leadoff walks. scored.
Cannot do it.
That might
Wow,
have
you
been
talk
the
about a
one to
pitch he
get.
could have handled on 2-0.
Yeah, that might have been the one to get. I will say though, Yamamoto's cutter is a tough visual because it kind of like floats. If that makes sense, it's a weird
Yeah.
pitch. That might have been the better one to handle. The 4-seam in, if he gets his hands out to it, which he definitely can. That's zipped in there. That is some nice action. Down and away. You go splitter, right on right splitter, down and away.
I think you go to spin down and away.
Oh, we went
On to
splitter.
off.
Went splitter in.
Yeah, it's
You can't walk him here, man. You cannot walk the leadoff guy to start
It's
the
so
inning.
tough. It's so tough though, because you also can't give
Guys.
Vlad
Guys,
double,
Vladdy, double down the line.
double. Born for
Vladimir
this.
Guerrero Jr.
Born for
Double
this.
down the line. Regressing towards the mean.
The man had to have a hit. Ryan, 2 bases.
Utah.
Utah.
Give me 2.
Give it 2.
Regressing
Dang.
towards the mean, ladies and gentlemen.
The
Welcome
Isaiah
to
Kiner
numbers,
Falefa.
statistics, and probability as
The Isaiah
Kiner.
Kiner Falefa walk-off bomb. JK. He should bunt.
The Isaiah Kiner Falefa bunt the damn ball.
Sack, bunt. No, people are going to get annoyed at us saying that. But
No, I'm just going to keep saying it. I don't care. Baseball is baseball. Let's play it the right way.
The game was far from over. Just putting it out there.
well,
I-
first pitch
IKF.
out.
He had to have been bunting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
executed well.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
Perfect.
all I could
If
ask
he was like any faster, that would have been
He
a
would have been safe?
perfect bunt.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like, put it perfectly on the line. I will say this, unbelievably good job by Yamamoto. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
phenomenal. Like,
Yeah,
the,
100%.
Your job as a pitcher, when you throw a pitch and you know it's a bunt, get the pitch over the plate, get to the line. Get the pitch over the plate, get to the line. Yamamoto got a pitch over the plate, got straight to the line, picked it up, threw a dart to first base.
I mean, now that I get to see it, by the way,
As
what
you
a
teach.
great bunt. What a great bunt.
No, I mean, great bunt, great play.
Yep, across the board.
Clayton Kershaw is warming up in the
I
bullpen.
love everything about
Wow.
this game. Is he coming in?
I would not do that.
No, Mark Pryor just went out to the mound.
Okay, no, I see it now. Sorry. I'm like, I mean, ghost sliders to
Yeah,
the old school ghost slider to Barger is not a terrible play here.
Yeah, that would have been an all-time Dave Roberts move. Why I didn't get that
What an
call.
absurd call. No call. I want to see Will Smith catch this.
Yeah, I'm dying to see it. Don't spoil it too much if it's that bad.
It looked away the whole time. Even out of the hand, I think the umpire saw it away. Ryan, you're not going to be any nails left, brother.
What's new?
You doing contact play for Vladdy at third base, or you seeing it through?
Infield's in. You need to see it through with one out.
Yeah, I'm also I don't want to talk about it too long because this is a huge moment. But the contact play in general, I think sometimes is ridiculous. Running on contact when you know you're probably going to be out at home, I think is
A lot of people hate 1 out contact play.
If you got Miles
Dude.
Straw on third, yeah, do it.
Yeah, Vladdy's not the right guy.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah, that was yes. Yeah, thank you. That's
Yes.
just solidifying
Vladdy's
the
not the right
statement. All right.
You're right.
dude. Yamamoto is everywhere right now.
Barger's
So,
looking
you
for
know
one
what?
pitch, and he's looking for something up and in that he can handle.
You know what this? Nice AP. You know what this
great
looks
at
like
that.
too. Oh, here we go. No, Captain Alejandro. He was.
Do you walk Kirk and face Varsho here?
If you're going to bring in Kershaw, maybe.
Yes.
Because listen, Kirk doesn't
No.
matter, but by walking him, you definitively put the game-winning run on second base. So
Yeah,
probably not.
I guess so. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but you make home plate a force out, which is an easier play than a tag play.
Yeah, sure.
I'm throwing out that. No, I'm just throwing out the other
I
side.
just
I'm not
think
saying it's the right play.
Yeah, if they were, which they're not going to put him on, obviously, but
Yeah.
you get a pitch that's going away from Varsho and trying to have him hit it on the ground and try and get a force out at home and maybe a double play, but
I love that Alejandro came in swinging there, and I usually hate it when you see a guy who throws 4 straight balls. But I think understanding the situation and what he was throwing, one guy
knowing he's going
next,
to, I agree.
he's coming back into the zone. and
Right,
you better be
100%.
ready for it.
Yeah, he's too good not to come back into the zone.
Right.
Wow.
That's probably the pitch. That's probably the pitch you put in the air.
That is a gross curveball, regardless.
Yeah.
Just with the velo difference. That's all.
This is
more than
this
anything.
is a tough guy to strike out. Always has been, but it's also really tough in these situations to get a ball in play.
I also think too. This is the one guy who cannot put the ball on the ground, and this game's over.
Like that.
Oh my God, I think double play.
Over.
Game
Ball game.
over. Dodgers
The
win.
dot.
Broken bat, ground ball up the middle. Mookie turns the double play.
Wow.
The Dodgers come back to win.
What a series.
That is only the
guys.
third
That was
time.
awesome.
That is only the third time in Dodgers World Series history that they've come back in a game when they were down after 8 innings.
What a game. Oh my
Miguel
goodness.
Rojas.
Best baseball game I've ever watched.
Miguel Rojas might be your hero. Besides Will Smith. That's crazy, fellas. Everybody who stayed for the live stream, we genuinely appreciate you all. Please go give us a follow if you're not already following us. If you're not already following Ethan, go give us all a follow, please. Go subscribe to our YouTube. Go listen to some podcast episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Fellas, I think that's it for us tonight.
It was one heck
Into
of a
the
baseball
off season
season.
we go.
One heck of a baseball season. Wow.
Ethan, any last words before we sign
I'm
off?
out of words. No, I mean, just thank you guys for tuning in. Almost 1,000 people that have tuned in is insane. And just, I mean, the best baseball game I've ever seen. Without a doubt.
It was fantastic. It was about as good as it gets for a Game 7. 11 innings, Yamamoto stepping up and choosing to throw.
A day
Back-to-back
after he threw
days
6
is,
innings. It's
special
unbelievable.
stuff. Special
Unbelievable.
stuff.
Ah.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you for joining us, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And that's going to do it for us until our episode on Tuesday.
Have a good day.